Good morning. Turn the sound down, Liz. Good morning, welcome. My name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and it is the 1st of June today, on this magical Monday, and it is the first of the month as well, which is so powerful, and a new week. So when we start a new month on a new week, there's something very powerful about it, and whoa, I've got the amazing chat that is good today, so that's good. I never know what they're going to give me on YouTube, so they give me the good chat today. So welcome everyone, thank you for being here. Welcome. This is a live Q&A with me today where you can ask me questions. If you are watching this back later as a replay, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this with me live today, hello, welcome. We've got Raluca in the house, welcome honey. Cece's first in, welcome with the donation there. And just pop your question in the chat for me. Okay, so I'll just wait for Cece's question to come. And it is the full moon today as well. Well, it's the full moon yesterday, but it's still around. Many of you watching at night anyway, so it will be the full moon. It is the morning, I was going to say the mooning. It is the mooning. 8:05 a.m. here in the UK in real time, okay? Welcome, Anne. Thank you for being here, honey. So I'm just waiting for Cece's question to come in. Tara, welcome. Thank you for being here, honey. Thank you for donating, guys. It means a lot, okay? So I'm just waiting for Cece's question. She was first in. And then I'll do, obviously, Anne and then Tara. Actually, I'll start with Anne just to get the ball rolling, then I'm not behind. So we'll do Anne first, then Cece. So, Anne, thank you for your donation, honey. May I get a message from Frank and advice? So what does he want you to know today? He said, I made you feel you were nothing special, but you were the best thing in my life. So he's letting you know that he does care about you. And if he's made you feel in any way, shape or form like you don't matter, obviously you do. Okay, so it's like he's saying to you, the best thing in my life, even if I've not made you feel that way, okay? So that's how he feels about you when he's thinking about you. What else? Okay, with the full moon, you've got spontaneous moves. So he will come in when you don't expect it and your hard work will pay off. You're being divinely guided. So the angel's saying you have to have faith at this current time because you're being guided back together with the star. There is hope here. And your results will start to pay off. Now, I am getting a timeline here between August to February where you're going to see big results, okay? Now, we could reach out before then, but you have to just be patient and trusting and doing you. Otherwise, you'll get in the way, you know, if you're focusing on what he's doing and all of that, because he is going to make a spontaneous move towards you. So it will come in with speed when you don't expect it. So, yes, he could reach out before August, but I feel August to Feb is the timeline for where something is coming, okay? So just know that the hard work you're doing on yourself, and that'll be surrender, letting go, trusting the process, all of that, that will move things forward, okay? That's what's going to shift things forward. So he's apologising if he's made you feel like you don't matter. So let me just see anything else he wants to say today. So your advice is to keep doing what you're doing. I sometimes want to surprise you at your home. So it's going to be a surprise when he makes his move. Now, that could be like you're at home and you receive a message, not necessarily at work or out and about. Or he could actually knock on your door, you know, depending on what his circumstances are. Do you still think, well, that's your struggle, isn't it? Okay, you're asking the question because you're not believing it, or you're in doubt about your future with him, and that's something you've got to work on. Till you release that and have faith and understand that the more you obsess about who he's with, and the more the worse it'll get. The more you recognise he's learning, the more you let go. Because there's adjustments required on both sides. It's not just about him needing to make a change. You are too. I know it's difficult, I know, and that's why it's a lesson. That's why you learn, okay? So that's what you're learning. This is something you're learning to do. That's why it's still taking time. So this is why, instead of focusing on what he's doing, it's so important you work on you. And I know how annoying it is, but you've got to remember, you've come here to grow. You've signed up for this process. So there's adjustments required on both sides. And that's why we've got third quarter moon. Because I'm seeing this as, like, as you move further towards the end of the year, like from August onwards, that's when things are really going to start shifting. But it depends on what you do in this moment now. Okay, so he is going to surprise you, but you have to have faith. I hope that helps, okay? So CC, I'm going to do CC's question. On shift in June, I finally resigned from the weekend boss. That's good news. So you followed your heart. Would they finally leave me alone? Well, obviously you've got a choice to make, haven't you? Okay, it's not even if they're leaving you alone, really. It's about you putting a boundary down and knowing what you will and won't accept or put up with. So instead of saying, would they finally leave me alone, say, I've made a choice to move on from that situation. See the difference, okay? And then your energy shifts. So you're not making it about them, you're making it about you and what you want and what you were going to do, okay? Should I not give them my work as they tried to not pay me and use it being shady, it made me ill? So obviously if it made you ill, then you know something's not right. So make a decision to move away from that and say, I'm going to focus my energy elsewhere. So what's the guidance for you from your angels? Nothing will come of the situation. So I feel they will leave you alone. I feel it will be okay, but you've got to make that decision. So nothing will come of the situation. It's not a bad thing. It means you've made a choice now to not allow yourself to get involved in that drama. So I feel that's you taking yourself out of the equation and doing what feels right to you. Okay, should I not give them my work? So I feel you'll know that nothing will come out of that situation. So you're choosing to let it go, okay? So we've got Tara, thank you for the donation. Saw a sign an eagle was landing. So you know that's coming in. Messages for my DM and feelings. So what do you need to know? You said, I believe in us. Now this could be, you've seen that eagle landing because you're believing. You're believing in the process as well. You know, someone asked me, I've talked about this in an upcoming reading. Someone asked me if I believe in twin flame union. Of course I do. We have many, many opportunities throughout our lifetime to come into union, but you have to learn the lessons. And when you go through one of those opportunities and you recognise where you went wrong, then you obviously heal the rifts. I'm actually going to do a video. I might record it today, depending, or Wednesday, about union other stuff, okay? I won't go into what I'm going to do because they're still telling me the details, but it's going to be about union, okay? So I believe in us. This is what he's saying, but I feel you believe as well, somewhere inside. Even if you go into your doubt, your fear, your struggle, you do believe. And he's saying it's useless trying to replace you. And that's why he believes in you and he believes in the connection, because he knows he can't replace you. So I'm not saying he's tried to recently, but maybe in the past he has, replacing you with other things like distractions or other people, work, whatever it is. And he said, I wish I'd approached you differently. So he's definitely going on in his mind, or going in his mind, he's, going over in his mind what he wished he'd done differently. So he's seen things in a new way. And he said, I can't talk to you right now. So we can't reach out in this current moment. So we can't reach out right now today, but he is processing everything. Okay, so what else do you need to know? Okay, what else do you need to know? So he knows he can't replace you. You got telepathy. So currently today, you're communicating through music, signs, dreams, readings, however you're communicating with him. So trust in that. So remember, just because you've seen an eagle, they're going to be fear. You've got to release your fear. Don't think, it's going to happen right now today. You've got to let go of the when and just be in the process of when it will be okay. They're going to be fear there. So release your fear, okay, because you are telepathically linking. There's a lot of fear he's releasing, and this could be your fear too. So he's going to release his fear before he actually comes forward. You find your inner power through prayer. Okay, so pray about what you're going through. Give any struggles to heaven, and Archangel Michael will give you strength. And the telepathy will obviously make you stronger anyway. Remember, when you're not in physical contact or there is some kind of delay, it's always creating the way, but it gives you the opportunity to focus on the spiritual aspect of the journey. You've got Instagram follow coming through. So he could follow you on Instagram, or he could be looking at your pictures somewhere. Or he could follow you or come forward on social media somewhere. So if you've got Instagram, it could be through that. Or if you haven't got Instagram, but you've got Facebook, for example, or something else, he could be either going to connect with you over there, or he's watching you over there. But I feel this is like there's going to be an instant message coming, or in a follow, or something's going to happen. Probably when you don't expect it, because that's when it always comes in. So what's your full moon guidance? You've got do not take it personally. So try to rise above what's going on at this current time. I did a reading yesterday that said it's not your fault, so remember that. So the eagle is a huge sign of him coming towards you. But he is working through his stuff. Let me just get a card to see what he's working through. He knows it's meant to be. Whatever he's working through, he knows he's meant to be with you in his own way. Whatever he's going through is teaching him that lesson or reminding him of that truth or showing him that, okay? So things are going to be turning around. The eclipse could be significant on the 12th of August. I think it's the 12th of August, the eclipse. Yeah, 12th of August could be significant. I hope that helps, okay? And Joanne, thank you for the donation, honey. DM's current thoughts and feelings towards me. So what is he thinking? He's saying to you, I never meant to hurt you. No one ever loved me like you, and it scared me that you do. So he's apologising for hurting you. Now, that could have been because he disappeared, ran from you, went ghost, whatever he did. And it was because the love was overwhelming him, that's all. So you did nothing wrong, you know. It was just he wasn't used to your love, so he ran from it, okay? So he said, I never meant to hurt you by doing that. So however he hurt you, didn't mean it. There will be communication, okay, when the time is right. So he's balancing his energy, doing what's right to be able to communicate correctly, because he knows it's got to be equal when he comes in. He's making a decision to make that happen. So I feel you're going to see 777 as a sign you're creating some kind of magic in your life. So the reason why he's currently holding back communication or he's not coming in yet is because it needs to be balanced when he does. So, and you know that anyway, you know. He said, I have vulnerability and insecurities with you. And that means you make him feel scared and nervous and excited all at the same time, you know. And that's the power of the connection. So you've got to let him work through it. So your guidance is, during this full moon, or meditate and contemplate, especially between now and the new moon. So the new moon is coming in on the 14th, okay? So between now and the 14th, focus on going deeper, go within, connect with him through meditation, through, you know, dreams and other ways. I feel you're going to have dreams. Because obviously you're saying I connect with him in dreams, but I feel you will connect with him in dreams. But I feel this is an opportunity between now and the new moon to go deeper within your own heart and soul. Okay, to connect with him in a higher way. And, you know, he'll come back when the time is right here. But he is dealing with vulnerability issues. Get one more message for you. Anything else you need to know? You got strength, the Ace of Swords. There's definitely going to be a decision coming in to move forward. There's a truth going to come in. You just grab this other card. So on these cards, it says passion and realization. He's realizing, obviously, that you're where his true passion is. And you've got the withdrawal. So if he seems withdrawn, he's working on his issues. So there could be something shifting between August and September. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, next question we're doing is for Raluca. Thank you for being here, honey. Hi, Liz. This night I realised I have two different connections. One with B and another with my DM. Can I have a message about my connection with B and a message about my DM? So let's get a card around B. Straight out. Let's get a card around DM. Okay. So first of all, with B, you've got progress, 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands, as you know, is a movement card. Things moving forward in some way. There's progress being made. There's an opportunity for some kind of growth, learning, or something to progress in some way. And this could be happening over the next 8 weeks, okay? So there is an opportunity with B to move forward in some way. And I feel he is helping you in some way as well. So there is some growth there, soul growth. What do you need to know about B? What do you need to know about B? Compassion. So he's helping you in some way to operate from your heart more. Opening your heart more, or helping you to have more compassion, empathy, understanding. Helping you to be the true Queen of Cups that you are. So he is assisting you on your journey in some way, shape or form. One more card, you got working through your fears. He's helping you to work through some kind of fear you're going through to end a tough cycle. So he is assisting you with your ego, because the full moon in this card is in Capricorn in this card. And Capricorn is about the devil, you know, in the tarot. So ego. And new moon in Scorpio. The Scorpio is the death card. So change, transformation are helping you overcome your ego. So I feel he is definitely assisting you in some way. So around your DM, you've got the 2 of Pentacles balance. So you're learning how to balance your energy and how to come into alignment, to balance your masculine and feminine side. And the thing is, sometimes before union, and I'm going to do a reading on, well, not a reading, but I'm going to do a video about it, because I've had a realisation over the last couple of days, and something was really popping in my mind this morning as well, about my false union that I had, and how I don't want to go into it too much because I need to talk about it in a video, okay? I don't quite know I'm going to word it yet. But it's about knowing that you have, when you're balancing for union, you're probably also releasing your own masculine energy, which is definitely what you are releasing, because you know the masculine energy is the need to control. And then you balance your energy to come back into your feminine self, which I feel is exactly what you're doing with whatever B is teaching you, because you're the Queen of Cups with him, if that makes sense. So there's balance coming into your connection with your DM, even if you're not physically together at this time. So I feel that whatever is going on, whatever lessons you're learning, there is a balance coming in. Yeah, and you will receive communication when he takes off the mask. It will be the truth, and he's going to do what's right. Look at this for synced. Got balance. Now, I know the two separate cards. This one's Two of Pentacles, this is Justice. But they're very similar. And there's Justice is the karmic situation ending as well, and the karmic lessons. So he's going to do what's right because he knows he's got to take his mask off to reveal the truth, not just to you, but to everyone else in his life. And that's when you're going to receive a message. Okay, now Libra season could be significant as well, in September for the Ace of Swords. So there's a decision. But again, you're letting him now make his own decisions and come to his own conclusions without your input. That's what's going on. I hope that helps, okay? And look out for that video. I'll be recording that either today or Wednesday, okay? And I'll be posting it straight away. It's not going to be something I'm scheduling, okay? So, Cece, thank you for your donation. Anything I should be aware of, career, financial, all types of legal, financial disputes, permanent residence application, will I get all the docs and finances? So instead of saying, will I do all this, just affirm it. It's already done. Visualize it, it's already done. And then you don't stress so much about it because you're still learning to release that aspect where you are not really feeling like you're in control, and you are in control. So you can affirm it and say, my career is thriving. My finances are thriving. I have plenty of money. I have plenty of everything I need. Opportunities are always flowing to me. Everything I'm dealing with is sorted out. Instead of using the word disputes or see, everything is already working out for me. Okay, I have my permanent residency. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in the place I want to live, in the life I want to live, all that. So remember, this is about you manifesting and letting go of fear. So what's the message from the angels for you? Yeah, what do you need to release? And I feel it's fear, okay, or struggle, or overthinking. But also ask yourself the question, okay, to have the best career, what do I need to release? To have all of the money I want, what do I need to release? And that could be like fears around not having enough, or struggles around where you think your money's coming from. Because remember, God is your true source. Or fears around what's going to happen in the future and be more in the present moment. Okay, so what do you need to release first, okay? So ask yourself that question. They give me fear. I feel it's definitely fear. So, yeah, it's don't let your mind deceive you with the ego. You've got the devil there because the devil brings up all the fear. The devil is the ego, if you look at it in a non-religious sense. So the ego is what brings up all the struggle within your life. The ego edges all the goodness out of what you already have. So instead of worrying and overthinking, just affirm, I'm safe, everything is okay. And this could even be what you're going through with your twin as well, because I can see you've donated a bit lower down about Jake as well. And this is all coming into it because if you feel he's holding back and delaying contact, okay, there's a reason why that's happening. It's not like he's doing it to punish you because you are going to create a life together. 10 of Cups. And I feel this 10 of Cups is about you having everything you need and everything you want and everything coming together for you. But you've got to let go first of your fear or your insecurity or the need for things to happen now. And I really feel that's part of your lesson, to let go of control. I mean, that you're a divine feminine, and that's what we do have to release as a divine feminine. The need to try and control everything. And it's very obvious from your messages that you're trying to control every aspect of your life. So give yourself a hug. You need your love more than anything else right now. Be very kind and loving and gentle to yourself, okay? What you are searching for is also searching for you. Whether it's a new career, whether it's a home, whether it's money, whatever it is, just affirm, everything is already flowing to me. And then you relax and breathe. You visualize what you want. You may even journal about it, but you have to let it go. It's like when you're holding on to a letter. Okay, you've got to post the letter. But if you're holding on to it, the letter can't go in the mailbox and then it will never be delivered. So you have to let go to have faith, okay? What else? Yeah, and this is the thing, when you let go, there's going to be a movement, okay? Because it's in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's like currently the blockage is about divine timing. So once you surrender and you think everything's going to flow to me at the right time, I am safe, then things will start turning around and it will all move forward quickly. So find your motivation in the present moment instead of overthinking everything. And the thing is, you can tell yourself, look at the amount of wording you put in each message. You don't need to do that. I feel like maybe it would benefit you. I'm not saying with me, this is like in the future, maybe have an actual personal reading sometime instead of just putting things on a Q&A, because you can't go into that much detail in Q&A, because I have a limited amount of time to spend with you. So maybe instead invest into a reading. I'm not saying with me, it could be with anyone. It could be someone in your town that does readings and you go to face, but somewhere you can actually have your information given to you in a more, personal way than just being on a live. But the message is very clear. What do you need to release? Struggle. And I can see that because of the amount of words you use in your message. Okay, because it's like you want all the answers in one go, and the angels can't give you all the answers in one go because it really is about learning the lessons. So Archangel Jeremiah was saying, make good choices. That's all you need to do. Do what's right for you. Do the right thing for you and always follow your heart and you'll end up where you're meant to be. Okay, so what's the message from Jake to you? You don't need to chase me, I'll be back soon. And I feel this is definitely about all the things in your life. Remember, you are the flower, and that's in all areas of your life. And when you recognize that and really drink it in, it's liberating because you don't need to chase anything. Yes, obviously you move towards your goals and dreams and you work on them, but you don't need to chase anything. And anything that you chase runs away, gets further away because of struggle. So what Jake is saying is, you don't need to chase me, I'll be back soon. So have faith in that. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation, honey. 3D message from him, please. So what does he want to say to you? He said, I'm stuck. Look how they've come out, okay? Which is different aspects of what he's going through. So first he's saying, firstly, he's stuck in his head, and that makes him miserable. And he's miserable without you. So he said, I'm miserable without you. Sorry if the camera's moving there. It wasn't stable then. And he may not be stable at this current time because he's in his head. But he said, I'm stuck in my head and that makes me miserable. And I'm miserable without you. I feel like I'm immature and I have some growing up to do. So that's what you need to know about this whole situation he's in currently. He's growing in that situation. He's learning lessons in that situation he's in. Okay? So in that current cycle, that current karmic cycle, he is still growing up. And so are you, because you obviously go into your fears. And remember, think about it. When you have your tantrums, and we all have tantrums because we're children of God. When you have a tantrum about things, that's a sign that your inner child is in pain. And it's a sign that you are needing to learn too. So I'm not saying you're immature at all. What I'm saying, we all act this way. Okay, when you have a tantrum, you've got to look at it very clearly and say, okay, I'm having a tantrum. I recognise I'm being childish and not trusting the process. And that's what you need to remember. So when we all have a tantrum, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we have to pull ourselves together. Like last night, I must have needed a cry last night because Laura sent me that video first of all, and I shared it on the community post, and that made me cry. And then I was watching Roswell, and the episode I was watching made me cry because Max the alien went into a children's cancer ward on Christmas Day, and he started healing all the kids. And I was just crying my eyes out. So clearly I needed to let some emotion go. And then something else happened that really hit me in my heart about my own journey, and that made me cry, and I felt better. So it's okay to cry and scream and shout and all these things, but then you pull yourself back together. So he's letting you know he's still learning, but so are you. Sometimes I feel all of this is just an illusion, and he will mirror that because you feel that too. You probably go into your own doubt thinking, oh, it's never going to happen, all of that, and you've got to remove that fear. Your love gives me the strength to keep moving forward. So remember that you are strong, okay? That your love gives him strength. Your light in the darkness, your lighthouse energy, your warmth and sunlight. So when you're not operating in that, when a big dark cloud covers that up, then obviously you're not shining your light and he doesn't feel your strength the same. So it's like he's asking you to remember that you're growing too. It's not just about him making a move and changing. If that's what you're waiting on, then you're going to be waiting for the rest of your life. It's about healing. Spoke about this many times. You know, all through your life and your journey, you have opportunities to come into union. But if you don't actually get into union at that timeline, it's because you're still learning lessons. Okay? So remember that. So it's not like, oh, we're never going to be together. You've got to remove the fear and remember you're growing and learning. Okay? He said, I should have listened to you. So whatever it is that perhaps you told him in the past, he said, I should have listened to you. But again, that should have. So there is no point going over the past, shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you can't change it. What you can do is rectify it now. And that's something for you to remember. If you currently feel stuck in the past, you've got to let that go, okay? So the message is, I know how lucky I am to have you. So he does know he's lucky to have you in his life. He knows that, even if perhaps you don't feel that way about yourself. So your guidance is you've got to stop taking things personally, no matter what it's to do with. And I can see you commenting something in the chat. I'm not going to read that, okay, because I'm just giving you the message that's coming through. But this could be, don't take things personally with anyone in your life. Cleanse your crystals. Especially if there's a specific crystal you wear, you may need to cleanse it with the full moon. Full moon is a great time to cleanse crystals. So cleanse your crystals and maybe wear a crystal to help you feel better. That could be wearing rose quartz to help your heart, or clear quartz to bring clarity in, or any other stone you like using. But I feel maybe wear some rose quartz, and if you have got a rose quartz crystal, then maybe give it a cleansing today. So let me bring you one more message in. Anything else you need to know? Only hold on to what aligns with your highest truth. And that's the truth. That's what you need to do, because anything else doesn't serve you. Remember, it's all about flow, capital letters. It's not about chasing, pushing, forcing, or trying. I hope that helps. You've got to remember you're the flower and you're the prize. Joy, thank you for the donation, honey. Great to see you. Hi, Liz. What does he want to say? He's saying to you, I want to be open and honest about my true feelings. So, and you know that anyway. So he's definitely working on opening his heart to you. Look at my actions through the lens of love. So it's like he's asking you to have compassion for what he's currently going through. It's very powerful that's come through. I feel that's like from his higher self saying, look at what I'm doing through the lens of love. You know I'm growing. You know I'm evolving and transforming. You know that I need to release stress and I'm carrying burdens around. So he's definitely releasing struggle around opening up. Okay, because that's the 10 of Wands there. So he needs to release his stress and his burdens. And you've got conclusions within reach. Now I love this because we've got the full moon and we've got the eclipse. So this could well be between now, the full moon, and the eclipse on the 12th of August. He opens up to you. The conclusion you're wanting is within reach. So you're being asked to have faith in that, okay? So what's your guidance with the full moon? You've got they are releasing their fears about being open and sit by the ocean. And I know you can do that because of where you live. Okay, but if you can't do it today, he says if you can't do it right away, listen to ocean sounds with your eyes closed. Because obviously when you're connecting with water, it releases the stress and puts you more into the flow. And maybe that's something you've been thinking about doing. Anything else? You got the power is in you. Go within to connect with it. The more you give, the more you receive. And you know that. So when you get nervous, focus on service. I hope that helps, okay? And we've got Tara, thank you for the donation. Had a dream where his mate said he hasn't felt this way. Had a dream where his mate said he hasn't felt this way. Do you mean his mate said he hadn't felt this way about anyone but you? Is that what you mean? I'll see what this dream is trying to tell you. What's this dream trying to tell you? your light is beautiful, let it shine. So it's kind of the way that you're being shown through your subconscious that you have a light in you, okay, that attracts everything you want in. So really it's your way of realizing that what he's attracted to is your warmth and your light and your soul, that all you have to really do is shine your light, because that draws him in, but that is what he's attracted to you. That's what he's attracted to, your light. That's the warmth of your soul. And they think about you all the time. So you having that dream is like your way of being shown that he does think about you all the time, and he's drawn to your light. They give me fear, to release those fears. Because obviously we'll never have felt that way about anyone, because your light is beautiful and no one can ever replace that light. So you got to let it shine, which means work on you. So what's your guidance? What's your guidance at this time? You've got to let them contact you. And that may be what you're in the process of learning, how to surrender and not chase. Okay? So the angels are saying to you, don't reach out again. Let him reach out to you. Stay strong. So you got the same message coming through. Okay? Let him contact you. Don't reach out again, or let them contact you. Okay? And you've got the working things out. Meditate, connect in the 5D, and focus on your creative projects. Think about you more, and use this time for you to think about what you want, to recharge and rest, to meditate, to contemplate, to switch off your phone and go in nature, especially with the Hermit there as well. So you've got the Hermit and the Four of Ego, Hermit and the Four of Swords, which is reflection and healing, Page of Ego, which is the delays in communication. So you've got to have faith in that right now things are being learnt and understood on a deep level. You've got the Swan of Ego moving on the top, which says you have the power over your thoughts. Shift your focus to your blessings and breathe. So focus on everything you've got to be grateful for. And that's your light. That will make your light shine brighter. I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation, honey. Secret thoughts and feelings, and what can I expect from the court meeting on Thursday? So what does he want to say to you? What's his secret thoughts and feelings? I can feel you beside me, okay? So he feels your energy right there with him. And he may not be admitting that to you, but he's feeling it for sure. What else? What are his secret thoughts and feelings? Secret thoughts and feelings. I've been confiding about this connection. So he's been talking to someone about you, or about, the situation. That could be a close friend, a family member. So he has been talking about you, which you can probably feel. And he is sorry as well. He's sorry about the way things have happened, or the way he's behaved, or the things he's done. But he's getting advice from somewhere. And the answer is yes. And you may be thinking, oh, is it such and such a person? The answer is yes. Or if you've got a specific question in your mind about that, the answer is yes. Now, I feel their answer also could be about the court meeting on Thursday. You've got to stay focused on what you want. It will get better. You're going to feel relief. So I feel that yes is connected with the court meeting and what your possible question is at this time. But the angels say, stay focused. Have that vision of it going well, or things working out, and it will get better. 6 of Swords is June. So it's going to improve. Things are going to improve, both with your twin, with them, and in this court thing. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for donating again there. 3D message from my friend from her DM. So what's the message for your friends? My stability is causing me problems. So what he's saying is his life is causing him problems. So I feel he's going through a tower. Okay, there's things very shaky in his life right now, and you could be protected from that energy. He wants to take off the mask and speak his truth, not just to you, but to others in his life. And that's what he needs to do. Now, this energy is between now and September. Something is shifting there. So he's dealing with his life to be able to communicate the truth. And he said, I never meant to hurt you. So he's apologising for the way things have gone down between the two of you. Your body, mind and soul need your love. That's your guidance. So focus on giving back to you at this time. Giving back to your body, being kinder to yourself, more loving. Giving yourself your love. And he does need your love, body, mind, heart and soul. But it's so important you give it to yourself at this current time, because he's working on taking off the mask. So what's your guidance? Flying out, where did that go? Luke, you will talk again. Because that may put you into fear. You may think, oh, am I ever going to see him again? Are we going to talk again? You will talk again. But he's currently dealing with his stability. I hope that helps, okay? Emily, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, happy blue full moon. Oh, the message from D, also a blue moon message from my angels. Blue moon, okay? So what do you need to know? Always reminds me of, what was that in Greece? Yeah, where they did moonies, didn't they? Look at this, have faith in your dreams, okay? Waxing crescent moon. So have faith in your dreams. Your dreams need a practical plan. So I feel the message here is, if you have faith in what you're dreaming about, you're going to receive the guidance to move towards your dreams. So full moon, this is in Taurus in this message. So Taurus is about taking control, taking the bull by the horns. Now I feel this is definitely in other areas of your life. I don't feel this is in love. Because obviously, you know, in love, you need to be the flower and allow him to come to you and be the bee. But I feel that in other areas of your life, you may need to take control and move forward in a practical way. And you're going to be given the guidance you need to do that, okay? So you're going to be shown what to do about something you're manifesting or wanting. Now, this could be career or it could be just something else. So anything else you need to know about the moon? You're magnetic at this current time, and that's going to lead you back together. There could be a reunion in June. We've got know your worth, okay? The Queen of Wands is very passionate, strong. So when you know your own worth and value, that makes you magnetic to bringing him in, and not only him, but everything you want. So you will come back together in reunion, possibly over the next 6 weeks or so. So what does he want to say to you? You are the one I've been searching for all my life. I worship your divine perfection. So in his eyes, you are perfect. The only one I want is you. So I definitely feel he's in the energy where he's going to be doing something. There's going to be some kind of movement. Yeah, look, soon. What's the other card? I'm upset with myself. So he's healing that upset. He's upset with himself because of the way things are between you. And obviously the things he's done. And something's going to happen soon. So the fact that soon came out is such a huge sign that you could receive contact over the next 6 weeks. But again, let go of the when and just be in the flow of it. Let's just get you a full moon card. Cut out toxins. Keeps jumping in my bucket. Cut out toxins. Anything that isn't serving you, anything negative. This could be something you're absorbing, or it could be something you are eating or drinking as well, something you're doing. Cut those things out. I hope that helps, okay? Antonio, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, may I have a message from DF? We live in different countries, currently in separation. Well, remember, she is currently in the masculine energy, okay? Right now, she's saying, I really do need to focus on myself. And that means that you need to focus on yourself too, because you are one. So there will be a restoration, don't give up. Now, she's working on herself to be able to come back to you. She's saying to you, I don't want you to give up on me. But it's not like you should just sit around either. You know, you've got to work on surrendering, living your life and doing you, which I'm sure you are. It says they love you more than you realise. So she loves you more than you realise she loves you. And you've got to have faith in that fact, okay? So don't give up, but at this time, don't give up on yourself, because right now she needs to focus on herself. What else? She's saying, sometimes I want to surprise you at your home. So what I feel with this is, because you live in different countries, she's had fantasies or dreams about coming to you, turning up at your home unexpectedly, what that would be like. So I feel that she is being shown through her dreams and her fantasies as well, but mainly her dreams, what it would be like to be with you or come to you. So your guidance is, you will talk again. Because this may be your big fear, you know, oh, I'm never going to talk again, or it's never going to happen. It will. So give something away. Now, this could be about getting your space ready. Okay, giving something away is like donating things or creating space. You give something away could be like giving a smile away. You know, it's just like being nicer and kinder and operating in service. But you may have getting this energy where you're clearing your space, because she may be coming to you. Okay, she may be like turning up at your home. I'm not saying she's just going to jump on a plane and do it spontaneously. Obviously, she will tell you first. But I feel that you're being guided to get ready for that. So, King of Wands, leadership. Now, I feel that she needs to obviously step into her leadership role. And you obviously have all these emotions about, because you know you're ultimately the masculine. But you're operating currently in feminine energy, which doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It just means you've chosen to wake up first in that way. So be the leader in your own life. In other words, put that energy you're feeling, that masculine energy you're feeling, into other areas of your life, which I'm sure you're doing. Be the leader in other ways. Well, you've got to let her take the leadership role in this situation, especially if there's things like blocks or, she needs to work on herself clearly at this current time. So let's get a card for you. Ten of Focus. Your life is about to become stable and secure super quick. So between now and October, something is shifting. Finances and career will improve. Security and love are both available to you. So just have faith that everything is moving into place. Trust the process. Give it to God. Have faith in your dreams. And know that until, obviously, she moves forward and allows herself to, then nothing will come in the situation. And she is aware of that because there's a void there. So when this card comes up, I always feel this as the void that's there. So she is aware that until she does something, nothing's really going to happen. So she is aware of that void, and the universe is getting her attention through dreams where she's dreaming about turning up at your door. I hope that helps, okay? Steph, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, any message from Zach, full moon guidance? So what's the message coming through from Zach, okay? I do want to return to you, okay? Sometimes I feel so much for you, I have to pull away. So whenever he pulls away from you, he wants to return. But he has to heal what he's going through because he's obviously dealing with a lot of emotion. So he is thinking about coming back at this time. Trust yourself. So you've got to trust yourself, but he needs to trust himself to do what's right as well. Just grab these other cards. So he's saying, I am open to doing things your way. So he does want to compromise when he comes back in. I never meant to hurt you. I am sorry for that. So he is apologising. So he could be thinking about coming in and apologising. I am healing my commitment issues. And I feel that commitment issues have got in the way. So he's saying, I am now open to doing things your way. And I do want to return to you. So I feel he's going through a lot in his mind about this. About what he needs to do, how he needs to come forward. And when he comes forward, what that means. It's not just about reaching out and saying, hey, how are you doing? He knows he needs to come forward with something concrete and real. So trust in God's plan, have faith, that's your guidance. Remember, you can't miss out on what's meant for you. What else do you need to know? So let go of what was and apologise to yourself. And this is about you recognising as well that nobody can hurt you without your own permission. So it's also about healing your own wounds and going through your own understanding of what the connection is and what you're currently learning at this time as well. To let go of the past and to heal it and forgive everything and rise. Get one more card. Anything else you need to know? You've got the perfect time for the things that are meant for you to come in is coming. So remember, your journey is in divine timing. Have faith in that. I hope that helps, okay? Ice Baby, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, could you kindly help me check what Khan's intentions towards me currently are? I feel he only wants hookups, thank you. So what does Khan truly want? Well, you're his dream come true. No matter how it seems, you're like a wish to him, like a wish fulfillment. So I feel ultimately he wants to get the balance right. So you may feel like it's just a hookup, but I feel he actually wants to come in a more balanced way. I feel like that's what he wants. And that may be like a dream come true for you both, if that works, okay? So there is an opportunity for this to move forward in that way between September and February. So maybe at this current time, he can't, give a commitment, or he's not ready to, or, he's dealing with his own stuff. But he will be able to provide that in the future. So I do feel that he does see you as more than just a hookup, but he may not be ready for commitment at this current moment. But he does see you as everything he's ever wanted, really. So he said, I'm burying my head in the sand because this hurts. So he may be struggling with something. And this could be about changing his lifestyle or overcoming some kind of fear of being hurt, Because he may feel like you could hurt him because you're his wish fulfillment, that's for sure. And I'm sure you do know that in a physical way anyway. It's just perhaps the other areas you're not quite sure about. So obviously if you see someone as your wish fulfillment, they have the potential to hurt you. So in other words, I feel he's a bit scared of hurting you. He's saying I will cross oceans for you. So I feel like he would actually, he would say he would, because I feel it's a future energy. Okay, he would do what it takes, if you're in a relationship. But I'm getting this energy where you're going to have an opportunity perhaps to experience this with him in a more balanced, more coupley type way, not just a hookup, between September and February. Let me just see what his intention is. What's his true intention, with you? He's saying, I intend to listen more. So maybe you feel like he doesn't listen, or he doesn't listen to your needs, or perhaps he doesn't listen to himself. So he intends to listen more. Look at this. I intend to do what every other normal couples do. Spend some quality time together. So I feel he does want to be a normal couple. But I don't feel he's ready just yet, okay? And he said, I want to ask you how you feel, which is about listening to you more and then asking you how you feel. So I feel he intends to be a lot more compassionate, kind and loving, okay? But I feel you've got to be a bit patient with that. So it's coming, just not yet. And that may be the answer to your dreams. Maybe that's your wish fulfillment. It may be what you're wishing for at this current time. So just focus on you at this time. We bring a card in for you. The angels say, listen to your favourite song and know that today is a perfect day. Do you know what song they're giving me? What's that song by R.E.M.? It's just, is it Perfect Day? Is it called Perfect Day? Is it by R.E.M.? I don't know if it's by R.E.M. If Donna's here in the chat thinks she'll tell you. Let me just, this could actually release some communication issues if you ever sing to this. Yeah, it's just a perfect day. It was in Trainspotting, wasn't it, that song? They gave me that song. I don't know if you like that song, but maybe listen to that song. So listen to your favourite song and remember the silence is helping. Okay, so any silence, any quiet times between you, it is actually assisting the connection. I hope that helps. I only know they're Losing My Religion. I don't know if it is by R.E.M. or not. I don't know why R.E.M. popped in my mind, because I'm not a big R.E.M. That's the only one I really know as well. Who sang Perfect Day then? It's just a perfect day. It's not even by him. There you go. It's not even by R.E.M. It's by Lou Reed. Oh, there you are. Donna's put it in. It's by Lou Reed. It's by Lou Reed. I've never even, I don't know. The song popped in my head, okay? So that's, maybe listen to that song. Thank you, Donna, for that, honey. We got there at the same time with that then. So listen to that song. I hope that helps, okay? So I feel that's like the perfect day is coming, or the perfect time is coming. We've got Sonu, thank you for the donation. Milar's feelings for Sunita. Okay, so how does he feel about you at this current time? You were smothering me. So the message doesn't mean, this card, I think they could have worded this better, because that makes you feel awful. But it really is about taking a step back. So what this is about is, Milar felt smothered in some way, pressured. Forgive me, fear comes up. So he didn't really necessarily feel smothered by you. He felt smothered by his own fears and his own insecurities, and that's why he pulled away. He had a lot of fear there I'm picking up on. So smothering is like when your energy is overpowering. When you're like wanting things or needing things or trying to make things happen. It's like when we are not surrendering really, because we've all been in this energy. I know I've definitely smothered my twin more than once, probably about 1,000 times. But I wasn't really smothering, if that makes sense. It's more like not letting him have space, okay? And that's what you're learning to do now. You're learning to let him have space. So this is like, I think they should have wrote on this card, you were smothering me when I needed space, okay? That's what I feel this card is about, okay? I'm saying, yes, I know that, but the thing is, your energy can be that way. And he's obviously talking about why things perhaps went into separation, or why he went silent on you, whatever it is. But you've got to remember, the energy can also be very smothering, because we can be stressing out, overthinking, and it's like we're holding on energetically. Because we all are in this energy at times. Not like I'm saying, oh, you're the only one. I've been in this too. I'm sure everyone here can recognise they've operated in this at some point. Because saying you haven't done that is it's not real. Because we've all done it. We've all been in that energy where we've over-wanted and tried and all of that, okay? So the message is to just surrender it, which is what you're learning to do. You're gaining an understanding about what that means, okay? You've got the you there. So you're gaining an understanding. And he's dealing with his 3D self. Now, he may drive, if he drives a car, he may like driving, so he may drive around a lot, okay? But we've got a car there, okay? So we've got spooky as well, because I feel spooky things happen for the both of you. So what this is about is, like, you know, we may see a sign or a synchronicity, and in his eyes it's spooky. You know, and this could be when he seems to be ghosting you, that he's receiving more signs about you. So you've got ghosts there, because I feel you're haunting each other. You know, you're feeling each other's energy. He also thinks you've got a nice bottom, nice ass, okay? So he's definitely attracted to your behind. And you got massage, and he may think about you massaging him. I did a reading on that, didn't I, the other night, when he made about massaging tension in the shoulders. I don't know if that was in the shower one. Okay, it could have been in that one. So what you're doing is getting a reading to see what's going on. I'm going to pull you a full moon card as well. And you've got pumpkin. Pumpkins can be about Halloween, so something could be happening between now and October. But I see pumpkins as in versatile, you know, because pumpkins can be made into a food item, because they are a food item, or they can be carved into a jack-o'-lantern, or, you know, there's many things you can do with a pumpkin. So it's about remembering there's many different versions of yourself that you have to go through, release and heal on this journey. So the angels say bring love into the situation, which means look at things with love, not fear. And remember, there's always hope in the situation, and you're very close to achieving your goal. So you've got to remember that. You're very close to getting where you want to be. You're just gaining understanding about how to surrender, how to let go, and how to have faith. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, Arts fan, thank you for the donation, honey. Good morning, Liz. Message from the divine. So what do you need to know? What's your message from the divine today? What's the message for you from the divine for K-Arts fan? Again, bring love into the situation. There's hope there. Something could be moving for you around the new moon, okay, which is on the 14th, okay? So the 14th could be significant. Maybe you've walked away, okay? You've said goodbye to the things that aren't serving you, okay? And I definitely feel as well, what I'm picking up here is your masculine needs to walk away from whatever they're in, because they're just fed up there. They're miserable, they're fed up, they're bored. You know, they're stuck in a routine. They know that. So instead of like trying to bring love into that situation, they know they need to say goodbye to it to move forward. So I feel this is also about your person releasing whatever they're in. So if there's a karmic cycle or breaking the patterns or the routine, or they know they want to spice things up in their life, not just in the bedroom with you, but obviously in their life. There's boredom there, misery, melancholy, fed up. You know, frustration about things they haven't yet done. And maybe they've walked away from you to heal that, okay, to be able to go and face whatever it is they're dealing with. Or you've kind of walked away from the past, or the past version of you, or the past version of them. Or it's like what you're doing is releasing the past to bring more love into the situation and see things in a higher way. To be aware there is hope in this situation, and you don't need to control anything, and just be at peace with things. Because I definitely do feel that your masculine is releasing something that's they've outgrown. But again, they hold on to things, don't they? They tend to hold on to things instead of just walking away. I feel that whatever cycle they're in, they've outgrown it. Karmic cycle I'm on about. So, yeah, they want a fresh start, and you do too. So you both want to be together to have a new beginning, to join together in union. This is what you both want. So there is an opportunity coming for you to have a new beginning together. And everything you're going through at this current time, lessons and growth, is happening for the highest good. So, yeah, your masculine is saying, I need to sort myself out. And I feel what you've done is walked away in your own way, even if that's just pulling your energy back, so that he can actually deal with what he's dealing with. And with that timeline coming in as well, that I didn't give you, but it is there, okay? We've got August to April as a timeline for this to move into place. Let me just get you one more card, full moon card. This is not the end. They are thinking about you too, and are as in capital letters. You were under the same moon. So remember that. You're under the same sky. You were one. So there is no separation. It's illusion. I hope that helps again. You've donated again on my person. That's pretty much what I've just said. I'm just going to pull you some extra messages. Look, I want us to move in together. So that's what he's saying. Now, you've got the Hierophant as well, which is very much about commitment and marriage. So I feel that he wants to join together with you in union. I want to say holy matrimony. So clearly marriage is in the future. And he wants you to move in together. That's what he's thinking about. because he's fed up. And he knows that with you, he can have it all. What else? Yeah, something is currently in the way that needs to be released. And this could be connected with, you got the Empress then. Now, obviously, you're the Empress. You're being guided to be kind and loving and to bring love into the situation and look at it in a high way and all of that. But the block could also be something to do with his own mother. So it could be a wound around his own mother. Or it could be something to do with, I don't know if he's with someone and there's kids involved. So it could be something to do with that, like the mother energy around him. But I feel this is more like allowing himself to feel loved. Because he may have, there may be a struggle in his own connection as a child with his mother in some way. And he's obviously afraid of love in some way because of that. Or receiving the right kind of love. And obviously your love is the right kind of love. They're giving me, there's a song in, oh my goodness me, what's it? Coyote Ugly, thank you. The angels have shown me. There's a song in Coyote Ugly. You've got the right, your love is the right kind of wrong or something like that. They give me that song anyway, but it's really beautiful. Loving you is something that I can't even, she's on the rooftop playing the piano. And they're giving me that song. I don't know if you like Coyote Ugly. It's a great film. But that song, okay, I can't think out what the words are, but they gave me that song. They're just giving me the first bit. Loving you. Na, 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 na. It's really good. Anyway, maybe listen to that song. Okay, but it's saying, I won't look it up because you can do it yourself. But it's saying Coyote Ugly, the film. And it's something to do with loving you. When she's on she's got the piano on the roof. And someone shouts out, shut up. When she's in her apartment, so she goes onto the roof and does it on the roof. And there's someone dancing in the window as well. Or something like that. Some guy, or he's playing something, or there's some other guy in a window. So I feel you're both thinking of each other. I think I do know yeah, that one. I hope that helps, okay? So I feel the message I'm picking up there as well is that you're thinking about him and he's thinking about you at the exact same time. Possibly at night as well. I hope that helps. Jasmine, thank you for the donation. Hal, has any message from Jack for this week? So what's Jack's intention? He's saying, I want to kiss your hot lips. Of course he does. Okay, so he's thinking about you in a very sexy way. I want you to explain to me what this connection is. So he's probably trying to work out what this journey is all about. And I will tell you the truth about how I feel. So you've got three intentions there. And I do feel that, when the time is right, he's going to say, what is this we're experiencing then? And you're going to have a conversation about twin flames. But he does want to kiss you. He does want to tell you how he feels about you. And he does want you to explain things. But he's saying we're both learning the soul lesson of patience. Because obviously you both want each other. And it can be very, very annoying when you can't have that. Okay? So you're learning patience and so is he. So that will be something you both signed up to do. So your hard work will pay off. You'll get results, okay? Possibly August, something could be coming in as well, or happening around then. This could be with the eclipse. So at this current time as well, what you need to know is your hard work will pay off. So that could be in other areas of your life. It could be if you're working on something at work. He could be busy at work. And the result, you're getting results in that way. So you're both focusing on work, perhaps to distract yourself from what's going on. And else, yeah, look, I want to communicate. And I feel this isn't just about actual communication. I feel this about wanting to open up about how he feels, wanting to talk about what he's experiencing. He wants to. But he may also be holding certain things in, or you're allowing him to take the lead in the situation. So what else, okay? The angels say they are thinking about you too. Ask the angels to assist you. The heavy energy will soon pass. It's very likely with the full moon, you're feeling a lot of heavy energy, and that will move out of your system once the full moon has passed over as well. Something's coming in soon. Okay, something's happening soon. Could be an Instagram follow as well. You got Instagram follow there. So something could be happening actually on Instagram, or this could be happening on any other social media. Something is happening, okay? Let me just get one more card. Anything else you need to know? 9 of Cups. With you, you're his wish. So he's dreaming about you. And in that dream, he gets satisfaction. They give me that song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. So I feel that's where he is. Who sings as it? Mick Jagger. I can't get no satisfaction. They give me a lot of songs today. So he has the inner calling. He's just a little bit afraid of being judged, and he's aware of what he's doing, is what I'm picking up on. The Three of Swords is in reverse, so I don't feel you're in separation or anything like that. So I feel that you are in contact, and you've got the accomplishment with the Ten of Pentacles. That hard work card. I feel that something you're working on is going to be accomplished around October. So August to October, something is moving forward. Now, again, that could be in the connection itself, or it could be with a work goal. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation, honey. My friend Artie and Sarav, feelings for Priyanka today. So, how is Artie, these two people then? Oh, you're my friend Artie and Sarav. So, how is Artie feeling about you? And how is Sarav feeling about you, okay? So, Artie is saying to you, a force of nature. So Artie is very inspired by you, actually, okay, because this is the Knight of Wands. So this is like someone who goes for what they want, someone who is passionate and makes adjustments in their life and does what they say they're going to do. And so I feel that Artie is inspired by you, perhaps wants to be a bit more like you, wants to take action towards you in some way as well. So, and also finds you very healing, finds your energy very healing. So I feel Artie sees you as a force to be reckoned with, like someone who stands the ground and does what they say they're going to do. There was some conflict. Well, whether there's conflict or not, this is how Artie sees you. Okay? A force of nature. And that may be a force of nature is like, think of a force of nature that's like a volcano, a tsunami, an earthquake. Like sometimes, you just go off maybe like a bottle of pop, or maybe that's what they do. And they perhaps wanting to be a bit more like you. But that's like you, like a volcano doesn't really care about, well, obviously it cares. I don't mean it doesn't care. But obviously it does what it has to do. And that's what I'm picking up on. You do what you have to do. Even if perhaps it doesn't make sense to other people. Now, we've got, this is a very similar energy coming through with Sarav, because we've got the Ace of Wands. It's inspiration on the card. Now, these are both passionate cards. So I don't know if you see feelings there, if you perhaps feel like they've got feelings for you, okay? And it doesn't matter about gender either, okay? But these are both passionate cards. The Knight of Wands is a passionate card. The Ace of Wands is a passionate card. But they're both about action and movement and fire, because obviously Wands are fire and it's passionate. So if you're saying there's been some kind of conflict, that's like a passionate exchange, or because when you're perhaps arguing with someone, it brings up emotion. So I feel you bring emotion up in these people, but you're an inspiration as well. So I'm seeing this as they see you as an inspiration. But it may be that you are like this force of nature. So you bring things up. I feel that you trigger things in them, they trigger things in you. And that's why you're perhaps in each other's lives anyway, because you grow and evolve and transform from people you spend time with. What do you need to know about this conflict then, or situation? What do you need to know about it? You've got, it's a time for healing. So there may need to be a little bit of space between you all, and then conclusions are within reach. And this is the full moon eclipse, so things are going to turn around. So I feel that things will sort out. There just needs to be a healing in the sphere there. And that's also about taking responsibility for your part in it too. Okay, so this could be like all of you saying sorry. I hope that helps, okay? And then you've donated again and said, Unmesh's feelings today about Priyanka and thoughts about work. So what is he feeling about you? He said, I'm healing my commitment issues. So he's got issues around committing. And obviously that could be for many reasons of his own life and what he's going through. But he said, I am open to doing things your way. So I feel with work, he listens to you. He's open to doing things your way, which means if you suggest something, he will go with that. It doesn't all have to be his way. So I feel he's open to hearing you out, and because he believes that you have great ideas and you have knowledge and you understand what you're doing. So he said, I am open to doing things your way. So if you're perhaps worried about bringing something up to him or suggesting something, whether it's a creative idea or whatever it is, he is open to that. Okay, and he said, I'm healing my commitment issues. So we could have real big commitment issues, and that's another reason why he's perhaps trying to hold back the way he feels about you in a love situation. Just notice the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck there as well, which is partnership. Determination. So how does he see you with your work? Determined. Someone who moves forward, like I've said, someone who says they're going to do something and follows through. And the Chariot movement. You may actually see more movement now the full moon has passed. So things could definitely start moving forward during the Cancer season as well. With the Chariot there, travel as well. So you could be thinking about travelling to you. Determined to do that as well. But I feel regarding how he feels about you, he's overcoming commitment issues. Just get one more card about that. Too many. Okay, they're saying I've already answered the question. I feel I want to take that one. I recognise you are my soulmate. Now understand what a soulmate is. A soulmate is a teacher. Someone who grows you, someone you have feelings for, that brings emotion up. So a soulmate can be anyone. A soulmate can be, like my mum was like my soulmate. You know, obviously I had feelings for her because I loved her very much. And she taught me many lessons. And we taught each other things. Well, and we had a volatile relationship for a long time. And then he obviously went through a healing and all that. So a soulmate is someone who comes in your life for a reason. Okay, and I feel he feels like you're some kind of soulmate to him. I hope that helps, okay? Like an angel who's come into his life to help him. And then you donated again and said, June bucket message, what's coming in, and my finances. So what do you need to know? I'll just pull you a card about your finances. Let's do this deck. What's coming in your finances? So affirm you've got everything you want. You're being divinely guided. You've got hope there. So you've got great things coming into your finances. The star coming out is very positive. It's like a good omen. It's like things are going to improve and get better. And it's about you shining your light, okay? So take these how they resonate because you're connected with many people. Okay? So, and the angels are going to bring you what you need to know. So first of all, someone is definitely thinking about kissing you. Someone is thinking about that. Now that could be a variety of people because you're connected with many people. But I feel that someone is definitely thinking about your kiss. And that could be connected with an X as well. So that could be an X, okay? You've got the letter X there as well. You're going to see 333 this month as a sign that you are divinely protected. And you're being guided to shine like the sun. Now the sun is also a yes from heaven. And it's a positive outcome. So something positive is on the horizon for you. It's just about coming into sight. So I feel sight is about your psychic sight improving, which means you're going to have more visions and understanding. You're going to see things in a higher way. But something is also on the horizon. So there's a blessing coming in for you. Archangel Michael is also around you this month. And this month is what you're asking about, June. So Archangel Michael is around you and you're going to see 222. I feel Archangel Michael is also working with anyone else that you're connecting with to bring faith in. Because there may be no faith. I'm not saying you don't have any faith, but maybe someone you're connecting with doesn't have a strong faith as you. So I feel Archangel Michael is working with them. And if they're going through any trouble, it's because they have no faith. And remember, if you go through any troubles, you have to find faith. You may go for a coffee with someone. Or someone could be Googling you, trying to find out what you're doing during their morning coffee. So someone could be thinking about you in the morning. They've got crown chakra as well. You're going to have tingles in your crown chakra. Something's been activated. And you've got frankincense and myrrh, which is about healing. Lighting some incense. You may want to light some incense that brings calm energy in for you with a nice smell or something that brings a healing in. Got green eyes. Could be significant in the form of actual green eyes. But this could also be someone's jealous of you. Because in your eyes, you have everything. The turkey dinner. I see the turkey dinner as all the trimmings. So I feel someone is jealous of you a little bit as well. That could be friends. Could even be a family member. Because you seem to have things going for you in your life. But I've got as well, like someone from your past, like an ex, whoever that is, sees you as the whole package. And you've got to remember that you are the whole package. You're operating that energy. We just bring one more card in. So trust in June that all is well because it is. Be open to receiving great things. I hope that helps, okay? Gatansha, thank you for the donation. The next 1 week for this connection. You've got choose to feel good every day and always align your will to divine will. So it's your choice, really, how you feel about whatever happens during the next week in your connection. Choose to feel good. Choose to align with divine will, which means whatever happens is meant to happen. However things go, it's okay. It's meant to be that way. You're going to have success doing your own thing. So the next week for the connection, it could be that you're doing your own thing and they're doing their own thing. So there could be some isolation, silence, or separation, or not being around each other because you're working on your own independence. And make a choice, make a decision to see through the illusion of that. Now this is the 2, so I feel like within 2 weeks something could shift. So maybe this week it's more about you doing you, and next week it's more about being together or communicating or moving something forward. But enjoy your independence, enjoy your success doing your own thing. When you're doing your own thing, all the doors open. Okay, what else do you need to know about the next week for the connection? You've got you and your loved ones are safe. So no matter what's going on, everything's working out. Okay, and you've got the new moon in Cancer in this card. So we're moving towards Cancer, the Cancer season. We're moving towards a new moon. Something could be happening around the new moon in the Cancer season. Okay, so the new moon in the Cancer season is the 14th of July. So something could be happening around then or between now and then. So I feel just let go what's happening. Anything else about what's coming in over the next week? They're asking me to use this deck, okay? You've got you will talk again. So you may talk again this week. And that will happen when you're doing, feeling successful doing your own thing. But I feel it's more likely that communication could come in between now and. So it could happen, okay? But it's all about trusting the process and free will and surrender. It's more likely something's coming in around that new moon in the Cancer season. But you will talk again whenever that is. So just have faith in that. So you could see a lot of signs this week. So this week, if you don't actually physically talk again, you may see a lot of signs that you will. And those signs could be like seeing your person's name everywhere, or seeing signs about coming back together, or having that feeling like something's about to happen. I hope that helps, okay? Indu, thank you for the donation. Any message from Pravash? Blocked, he married third party a few days back. Does he regret cheating me? What do you need to know? So the angels say you've got to believe it to see it. And maybe at the moment you're saying, I'll, and this is the thing, when you believe, you receive. But you may be saying, I'll believe it when I see it. And it doesn't work that way. You have to believe to see. And also recognize that he will regret certain things. However, you also have to release your own pain around this, because if he's married that person, there's a lesson there being learned, not just for him and her, but for you as well. Because you're learning to surrender, because you're thinking, okay, he's married her now, so what, I need to surrender now. It's like there's no contact, everything, all this has happened so that you focus more on yourself and let him learn his lessons, you learn your lessons. It's just not the right time to be together. Look, let all that no longer serves you and needs to go fall away. So I feel between now and the fall, between now and October, you're being guided to let this go. And that means let go of the struggle, the drama, all of it. Affirm, I'm willing to release all the pain and all the struggle and all the fear in all directions of time. I forgive you, I'm willing to release you. I release you with love, knowing that if you are my true person, we will come back together when the time is right. So I feel you've got to release it for now, okay? He said, I've cleared all my karma. So he's clearing his karma in this situation. He said, I want to call you and talk to you. And he said, I am coming. So I do feel he is coming back. And I do feel he will call you and talk to you. And he may feel like he wants to do that now, but he's got to clear his karma. So I feel that I've cleared my karma is about he has worked through his regrets. So I feel he does regret what he's done, but he perhaps sees it a bit different than you do. Because he feels like he's doing his own thing and learning his own lessons and going his own way and doing what he needs to do for himself. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong. Your perception is that he's cheated on you. So you've got to heal that. Recognizing that at this current time, he's with somebody else. That doesn't mean, I'm not saying you're moving on. Because you can't, if you feel he's your divine masculine, don't get me wrong, you can't move on. But you can surrender, which means move forward. So you'll always feel him around you. You'll always feel connected to him. But you'll be able to deal with it better. Okay, because if he's married to someone else at this current time and they've just got married, it's very likely he's got a lesson he needs to learn. At least until, the August time energy, or the fall, October time, October time. Let all that no longer serves you fall away. Now, I feel this is you. Now, he could well be learning lessons between now and October, so I don't really feel anything's going to shift forward between now and October, but it could after that. So you've got to think, well, I'm not going to sit around and just obsess over it until October. I'm going to work on surrendering, releasing. So you've got to work on the forgiveness aspect. So it's not whether he regrets it or not. You've got to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be hurt, because no one or nothing can affect you without your own permission, remember. And you've got to forgive him as well in the situation. Let it go. And then you rise. You don't need to have him apologising to you to do that either, because that's something you work through within your own self and your own soul. So the angels say cleanse your space. And it may be really good for you to get rid of things that remind you of him as well, to cleanse your space. Okay, for now. And that may also mean, and I don't really recommend doing this because you are one. So, if you see him as your divine masculine, the door needs to remain open. But if you feel you need to block him for now, or, whatever you need to do, perhaps you need to release yourself from social media in some way, then do that. They're giving me an itchy nose, so make sure you're following your intuition about what to do. But don't do it through resentment and revenge. Do it through, I'm going to cleanse my space. I'm going to heal my energy. And this could even be you doing a healing on you. So you're releasing from your energy field. You keep the cords of love, but you release the cords of fear. So ask Archangel Michael to cut the cord between you, knowing that you can't cut the cord of love, and the cord between twin flames is always there, but you can cut the fear cords, the struggle, the things you're holding on to that are dragging your energy down. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? GR, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, will I find new love in the near future? So is new love coming in for you? So you've got to trust in God's plan. I mean, you couldn't get a better card coming out. It's like the angel saying you'll know when you know. You've got to have faith in what God has planned for you, knowing that you can't miss out on what's meant for you. That's why the Five of Pentacles is there, because the Five of Pentacles is like feeling alone or out in the cold, or like something is missing in your life, and it isn't. You've got to trust in God's plan. So I can't give you an answer, because you've got to have faith. Either have faith in your past coming back or someone new coming in at the right time. So it's so important this time you just give it to God, okay? What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? And that energy is May as well with the 5. So take time to breathe out. So whenever you perhaps think you need something now, or you wanted something to happen, then use breath work to calm your mind and expect powerful change. Something could be happening around the eclipse for you. Okay, the new moon is an eclipse this time in August the 12th. So between now and August, just take time for yourself, trust in God's plan, and then have faith that what's meant for you will come in. Okay, so there could be a turnaround in your energy between now and then. Punch your pillow if you need to. If you've got energy in you, you need to release. Punch it out, let it go. Heal it, okay? So do some exercise. So I can't answer that question because it's not coming through, because currently you're learning to trust and have faith and just be at peace with where you are. But I do feel that the eclipse in August could be significant. And that could be when you're ready for something new, or when someone comes back in. I hope that helps. I'm just pulling one more card. Love everything about you. And when you do that, then you're in the energy of loving yourself enough to allow yourself to trust in divine timing, knowing that you are magical and magnificent. So, of course, someone's going to be attracted to you. Your reunion is nice. So I do feel it's possible that someone could be coming back. Okay? But again, it doesn't mean you sit around obsessing about that. The more grateful you are, the more magic appears in your life. So focus on daily gratitude, and you will get there. There's no need to rush one day at a time. So it's like the angels saying, you will get there. You'll be in the kind of relationship you want, whether it's with someone new or someone from your past returning, which is looking likely. Okay, but there's no need to rush one day at a time. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for using Milestone, honey. Hi Liz, great you alive. A message for us, please. Is the invoice for additional costs honest? Thank you so much. So what do you need to know first about this invoice? You've got doing what's right, balance, justice there. And justice is like for the highest good of all. So I feel whatever's going on with it, it's happening for the highest good of all. Is the invoice honest? It's tricky. Too many external factors are at play. So the reason this is coming out is because they can't really give you a yes or a no, because it's exactly what needs to happen. It's what's right for the highest good of all. So whatever is going on with this invoice, it's meant to be that way. Or it's meant to happen in that way. And that could be for specific lessons that you're learning or someone else is learning. So it has to be that way. Does that make sense? That's what's coming through. So what's the message for you and him? What's the energy between you and him? And I want to see what his intention is. You've got know your worth, magnetic. What you're doing is operating in the Queen of Wands. So that makes you magnetic and you know your worth and value, which means you're the flower. Allow him to come to you, and he is magnetically pulled to you when you're in this energy, because he does know your worth and does value you. And you are going to receive some good news. There's going to be success coming in, Page of Wands. So something good is on the way. There's good news coming in. Now that Page of Wands could also be about this invoice and good news with that too. So what's his intention? What's his intention? I want to show you that you can count on me, and I want to be your equal partner in every way. So that's his intention. What else do you need to know? You've got look at things from a higher perspective, which is absolutely what you're doing. And I feel you're being guided to do that with this invoice as well. What else does he want to say? I want to live with you, and you know that anyway. So he wants to come to you and be with you where you are. That's his intention. And he is coming. The true love you desire is coming. And I feel that's about him coming to you. The universe has got you when it comes to this matter, and always have faith. So you could be seeing 2s, 3s, 4s, combinations of. What else does he want to say? I'm facing my fears. So he's facing his fears to do everything, and that could be to get on that plane, you know, to come forward or do whatever he needs to do. I'm working on my own issues, working on his fears, working on his own issues to be able to move forward. Get one more card. Anything else you need to know? Getting my attention, this one. Sanctuary, 4 of Swords. I feel this has come out because obviously he's working through his fears and going through all these, you know, in that silence. He's working things out in the silence or when he's quiet. But I feel that the Sanctuary is about being with you, because I'm seeing the 4 of Swords as, I'm seeing these as 1111 and the 4 of Wands. That's what I'm seeing it as. So seeing this as, he knows that with you it's a sanctuary. You are a sanctuary because you're home. But obviously I feel like he also sees your environment as very calming and safe. So I feel he will definitely come to you, and that's what you're being reminded of, especially if you're thinking about the future or wanting to make any decisions. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. DM's feelings. So what's he feeling? What's he feeling? You and my dream come true. So I feel he's dreaming about you. He's having a lot of times dreaming about you. Okay, so he's definitely dreaming about you. Let me connect with the dreams. What's he dreaming about? I think about you as I fall asleep. So the reason he's dreaming about you is because when he's falling asleep, you're on his mind, and then he dreams about you. And that's the way the universe is getting his attention, especially if he's, you know, in that karmic cycle, acting like he's okay and all of that. So what's going on in his girlfriend situation? The delays are necessary, okay? So he's got to get the balance right to be with you. So I feel what this is showing me is that the reason he's in that situation is because he's learning equilibrium. He's learning how to be in a relationship. He's learning to get the balance right. So he's learning a lesson in that situation that's necessary, and that's why there's a delay between you and him. So you're being guided to know that that situation is a lesson he's learning. And what's his next action for you? He's not sure what to do. He's confused, okay? So 5 of Swords. He's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I don't know what to do. So he's currently working out what his next step is. So he doesn't know what his next action is because he's confused about it. So you've got to let him work through that confusion. What's your guidance in this situation? Something could be moving forward around the Chariot season, okay, Cancer season. Things are about to move forward in a powerful way. And this could also be in your career as well. If you're guided to travel, it will be a success. So follow your own heart, do what's right for you. So Cancer season, 21st of June onwards, could be significant for you. And you've got apologise to yourself. So there may be some forgiveness you need to work through in your own way. I hope that helps, okay? Gatanja, thank you for the donation. PC and I had a heart-to-heart confrontation yesterday. How did he feel about it? How did he feel about this talk? He's saying, please forgive me. So he's sorry. He wants to apologise, okay? So what is he planning next? To apologise, to say, please forgive me. A message which he's unable to say, it could be, please forgive me. At this current time, it may not be the right time. He's healing his wounds. So he's not able to tell you this is all connected with a wound that you've triggered in him. And maybe he's triggered some wounds in you, because that's what you do. Okay, but he's healing his wounds. So he may need a little bit of time, and then he's going to come in and apologise to you. So I feel there's going to be an apology. So what is he planning next in the connection? What is he planning next in the connection? To apologise. He's thinking about it. He's overthinking. He's restless about it. So you've got to give him time to come in and apologise. But he is thinking about it, but he's overthinking it. Trusting God's plan and have faith. So his intention is to apologise. I hope that helps, okay? Elaine, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, any messages for me, please? So what do you need to know at this time? So the message is, spend some time in meditation, and it will help you to balance your mind and your heart, and it will calm you down. So balance spirituality and practicality. And they give me an itchy nose as well, which is connected with intuition. So whenever you perhaps go into your head, do a meditation or breathe, and then you'll receive your intuitive guidance on what to do. And the full moon may be bringing up a lot of emotion in you, so you may feel a bit emotional. So have a cry if you need to, scream if you need to. It says your body is a very important and beautiful vessel, look after it well. So you may also be guided to perhaps change some things about what you're doing in your life. This could be diet related, lifestyle, what you're absorbing. It could be that you're guided to do more meditation or calming your mind, or maybe even doing things at night so you can sleep better. The angels say, whatever you're going through, surrender it to God, give it to God, journal down your thoughts and observe them in a higher way, and let go of the need to control. And that's what you're learning. We're all learning, aren't we, as divine feminines, to surrender control. So when you feel you want to do something, perhaps journal it down instead, and then that will help you work through it. Okay, and then you'll let go of the need to perhaps act or do. Okay, and then you let go of the need to control. My father will be passed on the trail. Let me do a message from your dad as well then. So what does your dad want you to know? What does your dad want you to know? I'm sending you a sign. So he's definitely going to communicate with you around that time. And it could be 999. So if you're seeing 999, that's your dad communicating with you that he is around you as spiritual support. They give me tooth pain. This could also be connected with a decision. So if you're receiving a decision or you need to make a decision, I feel he's going to, if you ask for help, you'll receive a sign about it. But you have spiritual support around you, and he's sending you a sign. So he's going to send you a beautiful sign. That could be like a robin, or they're saying a crow. What sign is your dad going to send you? So he's sending you 999. Oh my goodness me, numbers, 999. Pay attention to number sequences, they have a message for you. So you could see 5, 6, 7, 8 as well. I've done a reading on that recently, haven't I? When this card came out, remember, 5, 6, 7, 8, that song. But I feel he's going to send you 999 as a sign that you have spiritual support, that he's around you, guiding you, my draw's stuck, and that you're not alone. Maybe your draw's going to get stuck, and that's going to be a sign. I hope that helps. Janie, thank you for the donation. Any messages from Wes? What does Wes want to say? I can't seem to find the right words to say. So he's definitely thinking about communicating with you, but he's still finding the words. And the words are, please forgive me. So he's trying to work out how he can come in and apologise. And maybe he doesn't quite know why he needs to apologise, really, but he feels he does. I got mad at you for being right. So it's like everything you've said or everything you are is right. He may have got mad at you because you're right for him, and he perhaps felt like he was, in that grief phase, and he got mad because you were right for him in every way, but he felt like, oh, it's wrong because of this, and this, So he was going in and out of his own pain around it. So I feel like what he did was he pushed you away because you were right for him, but he got mad at himself because of what has happened in that situation. And obviously he's had to heal his grief around what happened and heal his own triggers and wounds and his own guilt. And now I feel he wants to come in and apologise. So I don't feel like he got mad at you. He got mad at himself because you're right for him. And at the time, obviously everything that happened made him feel guilty. So, which is understandable really with what he's been through. So what else does he want you to know? What else does he want you to know? Relief, it will get better. So I feel like he knows once he reaches out, it will get better. And he does feel relief now. So I feel what I'm picking up here as well is that he's feeling a sense of relief. It's like what he's been through is now getting better. So he's coming out the other side of that grief. Yeah, I feel he's a lot better than he was. Because he was in a lot of darkness, wasn't he? And now you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is where we currently are in June. So he will get better. There will be a sense of relief. Things are going to improve. And I do feel that he does want to communicate, okay? So what's his intention? What's his intention? We've got, I need to come up with a plan. So he's working out what to do. I don't want you to move on. So I intend to tell you that. And I want to take you out for dinner. Wow. So he wants to actually ask you out for dinner. Where he can talk about this and pretty much tell you he doesn't want you moving on. So you can expect some kind of romantic meal out of this. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. Hotel job message. Hotel job message. What do you need to know about that? You've got, it's all about flow, not about chasing, pushing, forcing, or trying so hard. So I feel in the hotel job, just let it unfold. Just be in the flow of it. Just take it one step at a time. And again, it may be that you're being guided to move more into what you're doing with your business. So what's your business message? Now, I feel I've got two things here. The first thing is, trust that all is well because it is. So I feel with your business, it's okay. It's working out. Even if you can't yet see the results you want or you are making progress. And you're saying, what's coming towards me next? They're on their way to trust. Now, I feel this is also connected with your business. So this could be about your DM coming forward into your business in some way, because I know you ask me about that sometimes. Because both of these cards came out for the business message. Trust all is well because it is, and they are on their way to trust. Now, that could also be about clients or customers or whatever it is you're doing in your business. It's on its way, but you have to have trust in that. I've got two cards about trust. So what's coming towards you next? Support, you are never alone, and your prayers have been heard. So whatever you've been praying about is on the way, but you have to trust in that you're not alone, that the angels are right by your side. So I feel what's coming towards you next is whatever you've been praying about, the answer or the solution or the answer to that prayer is coming. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation, honey. Will Harish help me to get a job, and will I get a job? So will Harish help you to get a job? Yes, prosperity lies ahead. This could even be around the new moon that something moves forward, okay? The new moon is on the 14th of June. Will you get a job? Be bold and make the first move. So I definitely feel the answer is yes, you are going to get a job, but you need to make a move. Okay, so maybe Harish is helping you, but you're definitely going to make a move towards whatever it is that you're wanting. Okay, because it says new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Be bold and make the first move, and this is the cardinal moon. You could see a cardinal as well. So what I'm feeling is between now and the new moon, you have the opportunity to make a bold move and take control of things and go forward. So I feel this could be like an interview coming up or going towards something you want, and Harish will help you with that in some way. But you've definitely got prosperity ahead. So the answer is yes. I hope that helps, okay? JL, thank you for the donation. Morning, Liz. What action will Agnes take towards me next? So what action will Agnes take towards you next, okay? There's things you said that made me feel bad for you. Now, what that means is this is worded a bit weird. I feel that things have been said and that's made her feel bad, and maybe made you feel a bit bad. And I feel what she intends to do is clear the air about something. So there could have been some kind of misunderstanding, or maybe she said something that you didn't quite understand. Or I'm getting this energy with that card around clearing the air. Okay? And you've got, yeah, she doesn't want to lose you. She wants to come out of the cold. So I feel with the Five of Pentacles there, she wants to make something better or make something right. And this could be something that's perhaps happened in May. Okay, or something she's realised in May. So I feel that, now we're in June, obviously, I feel she wants to come back from the cold. So she's coming back, that's what I'm picking up on, to make something right. You've got, yeah, and it's the right decision. Progress. So this could be over the next 3 weeks, 3 months coming in. Blessings are coming in abundance. Now, there could be something really big going on between you, between December and April. That's where the big blessings are coming in. But I feel what's coming is a blessing. A blessing that will be the right decision, and it will move things forward. There'll be progress. And again, this will be her decision to make, and it will be the right decision. But you've got to have faith in when this will happen. Could be within 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. But I feel there's a big blessing coming in your connection, December to April. So I'll just see what your guidance is. You know what I'm like, I always put the cards on the wrong piles, and then I'm using a deck in a reading and like, oh, a card in there that shouldn't be in there. Look, let them come to you. So let her come to you. That's your lesson at this current time, to surrender. I hope that helps, okay? City Cat, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, hope you're well. Grateful for a message from my DM, including an update on his actions towards me. So what do you need to know first of all? Your angels say great things are coming your way. So just have faith in that. Something big, something good is coming, okay? What does your DM want you to know? He's currently stuck in his head. So he's overthinking at this current time, okay? But his intuition, they're giving itchy nose, is speaking to him. And he wants to apologise. So he's stuck in his head. He wants to apologise. That's going to be his next action. And his great things are coming your way. So that could be an apology that leads to something great. You've got trust in God's plan. Your guidance is to have faith and trust and know that when he comes in, he's going to take his mask off and tell you the truth. Something is in the way, and that's the block is he's in his own head. Allow yourself to receive. So allow yourself to receive equally in this connection. And I feel that's what you know. You know that he needs to be showing up equally for it to work. And you have faith in that plan. And that's what he's working on, coming forward without the mask on, so he can give equally to you. Now, there's a big shift here between June and September and February. So I feel whatever has been going on in May is shifting around, okay? So what else do you need to know? I'm going to say no more donations as well, please, guys, so I can catch up. I've just realised I'm an hour behind. So no more donations, mods, if you can put that in the chat, please. So no more donations. I appreciate all of them. So after Pufferfish, no more donations, okay? I want you to get to know me. So maybe he's a bit concerned that you don't know the real truth about him or who he really is, because you've had brief moments or you haven't had enough time together. So his intention is to get to know you and you to get to know him. So relax about things and allow things to unfold. I hope that helps, okay? Daniel, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. How does Jennifer feel after she and the kids came to see me? I told them I loved them. Did that weird her out, okay? Did that weird her out? I don't feel it weirded her out. She may be wanting to get rid of some weeds in her own life. Don't doubt that I find you very attractive. So she is very attracted to you. Now, give me an itchy nose again. And this is to do with intuition. So her intuition is telling her that she wants to get rid of certain things in her life to have a life with you. So I feel that she sees you as a beautiful, and I don't mean that you are a flower as in feminine or anything like that. What I mean is they're showing me in my mind like a garden filled with weeds and a beautiful flower there. And you're that flower. And that could be a sign for you to allow her to come to you because you're the flower in this scenario. But she needs to get rid of all the weeds in that garden. So she needs to, that's why I'm saying it didn't weed her out, it weeded her out. They're saying she wants to get rid of all the weeds, all the things in the way of having that beautiful life with you. I feel that it's actually made her feel good because it's like you were there for and there for the kids and you accept everything about it. including her children, which is beautiful. Okay, don't doubt that I find you very attractive. So it was a very attractive quality in you. She found it, give me fear, even though it may have brought some fear up because she's got to release weeds and, you know, she made me think, what does this mean? She found it very attractive. It's a very attractive quality for you to love her children. So it didn't weird her out. It made her even more attracted to you, okay? What else do you need to know? So don't get involved in drama, conflict. So again, there could be some drama around her, okay? And this could be to do with an ex. It could be to do with things going on in her life, these weeds she's talking about. She will communicate, okay? And the thing is, the more you prioritise you and work on self-love, the quicker things come in. So you will receive a message. So I do feel she will communicate soon. Something is going to happen. Don't get involved in any drama or conflict. And that could be in your own head. Because you could be thinking, oh my goodness, I've weirded her out. I've made her feel weird. And that's your perception. It's not the truth. She finds it a very attractive quality. So I hope that helps, okay? Laurie Wu, thank you for the donation. What's coming in for the full moon for me? What do you need to release? Obviously, full moons are all about release. So what do you need to release? This could be fear. It could be stress, anxiety. It could be something you need to release in your life. It may be the need to control the situation. So ask yourself that question, what do I need to release? That could even be things like around your home or things you've got going on in your own life. You've got within the year and give something away. So give something away is what do you need to release? So giving something away could be like donating things to charity. So give something away, get rid of something in your space, okay? And within the year, so within this year, which means within this year, not like within a year, within the year. So between now and December, something is happening. So what's happening within the year? You've got trust in God's plan. Now faith, the truth is coming out, taking off the mask. This could be around September. So this could be the more faith you have, the quicker things come in. So this could be Orlando coming in with the truth, okay, this year. I need to be honest with the people in my life. He wants to be honest with you, which resonates with that mask card. I don't want this to be a secret anymore. So I feel what's happening is, this year he's going to tell you the truth about how he feels. He's going to open up in some way. Could be September is significant, but I've got within the year. So you've got to have faith in God's plan, let go and relax. So the angels say, give him time and space to make a decision, pull back until he does. So he could well be making a decision. And that's also what that card's all about, okay? Look at that, the need to let go and surrender's on the top of the deck. That's what you need to do. Taking off the mask, Ace of Swords is September. So September could be significant. I hope that helps, okay? Raluca, thank you for your cat honey there, for your cat. Is that a super sticker, I think that is. I get mixed up with what they are. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. I get mixed up. But I think if you put the cat on, is there a super sticker then? I don't know. I get mixed up. Well, thank you for the cat. I love that. Can I have a message about the physical meeting with my DM? I am aware of the connection. I feel him, but physically I don't know who he is. So obviously that's the thing. You've got to get to know him. You've got to get to know him. That's the thing. You know, I was thinking about this the other day about my DM. You know, I've known him for nearly 30 years, but do I really know him? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that will be the interesting thing about union, about getting to know him. A sticker, right, okay. So I think I know now where a sticker is. And a super chat and a super thanks. So I'm not very good with technology considering I'm on YouTube. So what do you need to know about the physical meeting with him? Let's kind of have a look in the future. So I love hearing you sing in the shower. So he probably sings in the shower and you'll hear that. So when you're together, for example, he'll be singing in the shower. So he may like singing. He may like singing, you know, behind closed doors. Maybe he sings a lot, or maybe he is a singer. So maybe you've already heard his voice and you like his voice. But you're going to love hearing him sing in the shower because you'll know he's happy. So he's going to wake up, he's going to be in a good mood, he's going to sing in the shower. And he's going to be vulnerable with you. I love it when you were vulnerable with me. So I feel you're going to be very vulnerable with each other. So really it's about getting to know each other, isn't it? And you've got that card. These are moving on top. I feel those are the two most important ones. Even grocery shopping is exciting with you. So you're going to enjoy doing the boring, mundane things. They're going to seem fun and exciting. I love how you constantly surprise me. So he may actually be very romantic and surprise you with things like a little gift here and there, or he may leave you notes on the fridge, things like that. I love our conversations. So you're definitely going to get to know each other and you're going to love those conversations. And I love that we know when to give each other space. So, for example, if you're feeling a bit stressed out with something, he'll let you have a bit of space. That means he may go into another room or go down the garden or whatever. What else do you need to know? You've got, you were the one I've been searching for all of my life. I was not expecting to meet the love of my life at my lowest. So I feel what's happened is, the reason obviously why there's been all the problems is because you met each other when you were in ego. And remember, you overcome ego to come together. Now, when you're together, obviously you still have the ego, because we always have the human ego. But you've moved beyond all the struggles and the stress and all of that to be together. So what he's saying is, you're the love of my life. I was not expecting to meet you. I maybe thought I'd meet the love of my life when I was healed and ready for it. But obviously, that's the way it works. Your triggering of his wounds helps him to heal those wounds, to be ready for union. But he's saying, you're the one I've been searching for all my life. So I hope that helps, okay? We've got Micah, thank you for the donation. May I get guidance for this week, please? So what's your guidance for this week? Flying on the camera there. I'm trying to get it off without knocking my chat off. There we are. Believe in you. So this week, believe in yourself. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Believe in who you are, why you've come, what you're here to do. Believe in you. What else do you need to know for this week? The end of a cycle. So enough's enough. You could find that this week you have some kind of epiphany or aha moment or realization, or you feel like enough's enough. I'm not going to get hurt anymore. I'm not going to put up with that anymore, or enough's enough. You could even end a cycle. True love, real partnership. So you're going to feel connected with your person as well. So you can still say enough's enough, end a cycle, and still feel that love. This could be about you saying, right, enough's enough. I love myself. I believe in myself. I know what I will and won't put up with. And that creates a foundation for stability. So you're creating some kind of foundation this week as well. What else do you need to know? And that could be in career and work and money as well. You've got you and your loved ones are safe. So as you approach the new moon, get ready for Cancer season. You are safe. Your loved ones are safe. So you don't need to worry about anybody. Everything is working out beautifully for you. Affirm it. It's all working out well. Good things are on the way. What else? You've got within 6 months. So something you're asking for is coming within 6 months. Now, we're obviously in June now. So by the end of the year, within the year. So what you're wanting is coming within 6 months, whatever that is. And you know what that is. The silence is helping. Within the year, go for a walk in the moonlight. Look at this. So you got within the year, within 6 months, which is this year. Because we're in June. 6 months from now is December. Okay, so between now and December, something is happening. So just recognise the silence is helping. So if there is silence between you at this current time, it's working things out. Go for a walk in the moonlight. Enjoy it. Go and look at the moon tonight, or let it cleanse you, even if you can't physically see it. Sometimes, there's clouds, you can't see the moon, but you can connect with the energy of it. I hope that helps, okay? Nia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any messages for me, please, right now from Source? So what does Source want you to know? Falling on the camera there. You've got a new romantic cycle is about to begin, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Now, what I've got here is, during the Cancer season, possibly around the full moon, okay, which is, it'll be the next full moon, won't it, which is 29th of July. Yeah, 29th, no, hang on. 29th of June. I'm going way ahead here. I'm thinking we were further ahead than we are. 29th of June. Got 29th of June and the 29th of July, both full moons. 29th of June, there could be a personal issue reaching resolution. So this could be when you sort something out, or when something sorts out. Okay, and then a new romantic cycle comes in, and as you move towards the new moon in the Libra season, things are going to balance out. But it could be like something reaches a resolution around the full moon, the next full moon, not this full moon, the next full moon, and then the new moon after that, which is, I'm getting timing's coming through here. The timing at the 14th of July, okay, a new romantic cycle begins. So this could be like if there's anything going on with like your person that needs sorting out or healing, there's something shifting. And it's very likely going to happen between the full moon and the new moon. Now, again, this could be between Cancer and Libra season. So, because timelines are guidelines. So if it doesn't happen, if this new romantic cycle doesn't happen between now and the next new moon, not this new moon, the one after that, it's going to happen between now and Libra season. Cancer and Libra could be significant zodiac signs for you as well. But I'm getting the energy of Cancer to Libra is significant. That's the message. Okay? No more donations so I can catch up, please, guys. Okay? I am an hour behind. Okay? So something is going to resolve in this situation. That's what God wants you to know. So let me just get you another message. You are amazing and you're worthy of all the amazing things in your life. Believe in that. Know that you are safe and watched over at all times. Signs are showing you the truth. And it's already yours. It's only a matter of divine timing, okay, for it to show up in the physical world. I hope that helps, okay? Michelle, you can put a donation in. I will let you donate to me because, you know, you are on here all the time. So Michelle's will be the last donation. Okay, so Michelle, you can donate if you want to, and I will answer your question, but then it will be no more, okay? We've got Natalia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, could I have a past life message? Oh, there it is, okay? So, before I bring you a past life card in, I want to bring you a message in from your guardian angel. Do you realise how beautiful and amazing you are? So something that you're learning in this life is about how you are as a person, beautiful on the inside and outside, is connected with the past. Okay, so this, I mean, what they show me, I don't know why they keep showing me this again, but they're showing it me again. They keep showing me like Beauty and the Beast. Okay, and like Belle, and I'm pretty sure didn't you say you don't like it or something like that? And that could be significant. Because if you don't like something, you have weirdness about something, it can be connected with past lives. And this could be like in the past life, you were like some kind of princess. Okay? Or even in a past life, you could have been ugly in some way. And nobody's ugly, everyone's got beauty within. Okay? But it could be something you're healing in this life. Okay, you know, things you go through like that, or you could have been put down or something like that. So you could have felt ugly. So you may have been very beautiful in a past life, but you felt ugly inside. And that's something you're healing in this life. So this could definitely be connected with, in this life, you said, right, I'm going into this body to love myself no matter what. To know I am beautiful and amazing just as I am. So there's something about that, okay? And something to do with Beauty and the Beast. And I'm not saying it's like that was real. I'm talking about like, for example, you were this princess and maybe your twin was like lower down in ranking than you and that kind of thing and didn't feel worthy of you in some way. And that's the dynamic in this connection now. But you're definitely going to reconnect because you just disconnected, and reconnect will have buffered for you. You've got the arts as well, so you could be very arty, okay? I never liked Beauty and the Beast. Her name is Belle, and that's my ex-woman. Okay, well, there could be something definitely around that, because if that's created a trigger, then it's obviously all connected, isn't it? But that's what I'm picking up on, something to do with Beauty and the Beast. So the arts. So it could be in a past life you either played an instrument like a guitar or you were very artistic. Okay, so, and that could be something that you're working on in this life in some way. If you feel you are artistic, okay, forgive me, fear. Oh, fear around releasing that. So that could be fear around releasing something to do with this. Now, this could be why you like certain artistic things, because I know you like going to places of art, like that you go to art galleries or museums or places where there's history and things like that. So you have artistic and creative talents that desire expression. This card came to you as a sign that you would do well in an occupation relating to the arts. It also indicates that you were involved in the arts in prior lifetimes, which can explain your natural talents in the present. And remember, you're a great singer, aren't you? You've got a great voice. So you also are a singer, and that's something you may be working through, fear around that maybe. As a prodigy, you have artistic skills that are innate and don't require training or the need to practice. So this could be about you having that natural voice, okay? These inherent abilities have been passed down from prior lifetimes. It's important to explore and give yourself permission to unleash your artistic side. This could lead to a lucrative career or a fulfilling avocation or hobby. So take arts and crafts, it says classes, but they're saying choices seriously. So take arts and crafts classes and follow your inner guidance about creativity. This could be connected with your voice. And your masculine could be a knight. This card's moving as well. We've got knighthood as well. So, for example, what they're showing me is maybe you were like a princess and he was a knight and it was forbidden in some way because maybe he'd like said he was going to protect you and he couldn't do that as your lover. Or, he had to, or perhaps he was your lover and he couldn't do that while he was trying to protect you. He couldn't like be your partner, for example, because he swore an oath to protect you. Isn't that powerful? I've got angel bumps. So I feel that this is about him, okay? Once a knight, always a knight. You receive this card as a validation of your inner knighthood. Do you know what they just gave me? I've got angel bumps. Once a king and queen of Narnia, always a king and queen of Narnia. So there could be something in the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe that has significance, okay? Aslan. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, this is him. Okay? So he's a man in this life. He has the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, he's long had a fascination with tales and images of knights, and maybe you have too. You may collect knight figurines, that's what he could have done, decorate with knight-related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may choose a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. Now, isn't that interesting? Because obviously it's divine masculine. It's essential you only work for organisations that you truly believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. But I'm getting this energy where he was perhaps, he like swore an oath to protect you. And he couldn't perhaps be with you because of that in the real sense of the word. But perhaps you were lovers. And there was some like taboo element around it. Isn't that interesting? I hope that helps, okay? Zubin, thank you for the donation. Pressing message from past life. Oh, interesting. Past lives coming through. Past lives, okay. Message from your past life. I've just seen a life purpose card in here. That shouldn't be in here. Sure, there's a life purpose card in here. Yeah. Oh, no, it isn't. It's Celtic. It's something else. It was like a life. Maybe I'm guided to use the life purpose deck for you then as well. Because this could be to do with your life purpose, okay? Why you're obviously in this life or something to do with that. So, yeah, they give me an itchy nose. It's all around the nose. That's about intuition. Oracle cards. So I don't know if you like using oracle cards or you just love oracle cards or you like getting messages from oracle cards. It says you're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others through oracle cards. So in a past life, you may have actually used cards. You may have used tarot cards. You know, like in old films and old shows, you see like an old woman, don't you, doing cards? And it always makes me smile because I think, oh, but I did that in a past life as well. And, you know, it's like I watched Pole Dart recently and the old aunt and that, you know, she was always pulling her cards out. But again, it just makes me laugh because they always make out, don't they, that like the death card is like really bad. And like they turn the card over in the film and all the music comes out. It's like, oh my God, they've turned the death card over. Where we know it's about rebirth. It's not about anything really sinister. So you've got Egypt and you've got monk or nun. So you could have been a monk or a nun in a past life, and that could be affecting you in this life. So it could be to do with, in this life, for example, you put your guidances, it could be something to do with putting boundaries down around your body. Because obviously monks and nuns are celibate, aren't they? At least I think they are. Or abstinent, or whatever the word is. And it may be that in this life you're learning how to overcome body issues or to do with putting boundaries down around your body, learning about how sacred your body is, that kind of thing. And you could just be naturally drawn to pyramids or Egyptian folklore or things to do with Egypt. You may find it fascinating, like mummies or tombs or Tutankhamun or things like that, okay? So let's read Egypt first. Isn't this interesting? I've actually got a members offer on at the moment where maybe someone wants to incorporate this kind of reading into that reading. So this card about Egypt signifies a significant past life in Egypt which relates to your present day situation and question. When a negative pattern stubbornly refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond conscious memory. Fortunately, you can access and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate vestiges of the past by pulling them out by their roots. So you may want to even do like a cleansing with Archangel Michael, where you pull things out of your body, like from the roots. I've got power cleanses on my playlist about that. If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you most likely had a positive experience in your lifetime there. And that can go the same way. Like if you're perhaps not drawn to it at all, perhaps you had a negative life there. And you're perhaps stressed. It's like with us who have like got Atlantis links, you know, like I have. We absolutely admire the ocean and we're very drawn to it, but we're scared of it at the same time. Because it's that Atlantis energy there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt to tap into ancient memories. Much of Egyptian spirituality involved astronomy and astrology, so you could be really into astrology. So stargazing can also help you trigger insights and recollections. On the other hand, if the thought of travelling to Egypt is frightening to you, or you have negative feelings about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep-seated fears associated with your lifetime there. This is fairly common, as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Working with a qualified past life therapist or regression audio can help you release and heal old toxic energies. Isn't that interesting? And then we've got monk or nun. No more donations, please, because I'm, unless that was Michelle. No more donations, milestones, because I'm going off after I've finished all the... Well, not going off, but I'm going to see where I am. I'm an hour behind in the chat, you see. So let me just carry on. I'm going to do this monk or nun one. So monk or nun, you drew this card as a result of your past lifetime as a monk, nun, or someone similar. That means that you lived a life filled with isolation, rules, and spiritual devotion. In your lifetime now, you may notice your tendency to isolate yourself from others. You could also have control issues, okay, because we all do as a divine feminine. In fact, you likely feel most comfortable when you're by yourself. Other people may even refer to you as a monk. If this pattern is interfering with your relationships, you might consider having sessions with a qualified past life regressionist. Now, I don't feel you need to do that, you know. In addition, you may have taken vows as a monk or a nun that may be interfering with your relationships, career, and more. Unless these vows are severed, and you can say, thank you, angels, for severing vows of poverty, whatever it is that, you know, because we can go into like fears around money when we've been in that kind of environment where we didn't have to pay for things, or we were given things through community, or and this could even be to do with celibacy in all directions of time, okay? So unless these vows are severed, they carry forward through time. So for instance, if you took a vow of poverty, you may be struggling today with financial insecurity. Other past life vows can be connected to chastity, which can impact your present romantic life, or self-denial, or self-worth, which causes you to feel undeserving or fearful of abundance or love, or romantic love, whatever it is. Often it's enough simply to consciously bring the memory of these vows to the surface in order to release them. Then it's just a matter of clearly severing them in all directions of time. You can do it simply by saying the following: I hereby sever and release any vows that are self-destructive in all directions of time for everyone involved. And so it is. I hope that helps, okay? CC Lynn, thank you for the donation. How does my love feel today? I feel his energy around me is heavy, and that's the full moon, okay? So how does he feel today? You don't need to chase me, I'll be back soon. And you know that because you're the flower and he's the bee. And he's saying I panicked. I feel that's why he perhaps pulled away or did what he did. He was in panic mode. And you may be panicking now, and that's why you're feeling his energy. So find your inner power through prayer and strength, okay? Call on your angels, because I feel that what you're feeling at this current time is this desire to do something, and it's coming up as a panic. So your birthday could bring in power. So I don't know if you've got a birthday coming up, or you've had one recently, or it's your birthday is going to bring something powerful in, or it did do. So, but remember, every day is your birthday, because we wake up every day. It's a blessing. So the angels say guidance is there for you, just listen. So maybe tune into your intuition, breathe, calm your mind down a little bit. What else? You've got de-stress your body with a massage. So you may also be feeling this tension, because he could feel very stressed and tense, especially in his neck or his shoulders or his upper back. And that could be connected with him feeling unloved at this time as well, feeling like he wants to do something. So he's saying, you make me feel blessed. And he feels very lucky to know you. So I just want to see what his intention is, because I feel he wants to take action. He's saying, I have a gift for you. This could be a birthday gift. It's a bit late, but better late than never, right? So he could be planning on giving you a gift. I don't want it to be a secret anymore. I want to be honest with the people in my life. Now that could be the gift of honesty. But with that birthday card coming up, he could be thinking about giving you an actual physical gift. I hope that helps, okay? Ice Baby, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi Liz, could you help me check if Amir is interested in me romantically? So is Amir interested in you romantically? Is Amir interested in you romantically? Is he interested in you romantically? There is something I need to take care of before we come together. So I feel yes, but, there's always a but, isn't there? There's something going on that he needs to deal with first. So he may not feel ready to come forward in a romantic way, because there could be something in the way. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so what's this something he needs to take care of? Well, you're being guided to have faith. So I can't really tell you what it is. I mean, it could be something to do with his beliefs, with it being faith there, but trust in God's plan, to have faith that if you're going to come together, okay, that it will happen. What do you say there? He's just broke up with someone. So that could be what he's taking care of. He could be honouring you by not rushing into something with you, because he perhaps could do that, but he doesn't want to. So you're being guided to trust in God's plan and have faith that if he is meant to be with you, then you'll be together. So I feel the answer is yes, but it may be too soon that if he's just got out of something. So what's his intention? You're saying, well, he definitely wants to do you, okay? Now that's very raw. I mean, this deck is raw anyway. It's how the channels it. I want to F you. So he definitely wants to get you into bed, okay? There's definitely attraction there. So he definitely does want to make love to you in a very primal way, okay? I'm finding the strength to open up to you. Being vulnerable scares me. So he may feel a bit vulnerable about feelings in general. He may like using the F word, because he's saying, I feel like I'm going effing crazy, having some kind of mental meltdown. So he may be just confused about his life in general at this time. And he's saying, I want to grow old with you. So he's had thoughts about growing old with you. So he's definitely got thoughts about you. But I feel he's trying to, he is a Muslim. Well, that makes sense with the faith coming out there, because if there's religious differences, or if he's got religious beliefs, maybe that could get in the way of this, okay, in some way. So I feel like if he's going to be with you, he's going to do it right. But I feel you've just got to have faith in God's plan and have trust. But to answer your question, yes, he's definitely interested in you, because he's had thoughts about doing you, and he's perhaps thought about growing old with you, and it scares him being open and vulnerable as well. What you're saying, there's something I need to take care of before we can come together. I hope that helps. And I've got as well, I'm trying to keep it PG, but coming together as well. Use your imagination, okay? Justin, thank you for the donation. Me and Zeke will be separated for each of our holiday. It will be some time. Any help? It's hard to not think of him. I'm working on goals. Well, first of all, you don't need to try and make yourself not think of him, because that will cause more problems. You're always going to think of him because you were one, and he's always going to think of you. It will cross your mind, but it gets easier to deal with because you can breathe through those moments. Those are the moments you need to perhaps go in nature, be grateful, put your phone down, have a cry if you need to. So try not to think of him as hard, because it's impossible. You're not meant to not think of him, okay? But you said, I'm working on some goals. So you're doing the right thing because you're channeling your energy into other stuff. So the angels say you have the power over your thoughts. This is what you're being reminded of, and this is what you're learning. Because yes, you have those thoughts, but you have power over those thoughts. You have power. You're not out of control. You may feel that way, but you have the power. So you can say, I have the power like He-Man. I can control these thoughts I'm having because I'm going to shift my focus to my blessings. I'm going to shift my focus to breathing. I'm going to shift my focus to working on my goals. So when you have those feelings, just shift your focus to something else. And you may need to do that by doing some kind of physical activity. Because when you're in your head, get out of your head by coming back into your body. Breathing, meditating, walking, perhaps doing a sport, something like that. So what else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? You've got to have faith in your dreams. So I feel you could be dream sharing, or you can do. So when you're on these holidays or whatever this holiday is you're talking about, you could be dreaming of each other at that time. You've got great things are coming your way. So keep your thoughts positive because that's bringing your desires into reality. So remember, the more positive you are, the quicker things move into place. The easier things get for you. So have confidence in who you are, and that will lead to success. Now, this could even be what you're doing at this current time, working on these goals. They're going to be successful. And the more confident you are, the more successful you are in every area of your life. So let go of what was. And this can perhaps keep you stuck as well, because you may go over the past. If only I could go back to how it was. Well, it can't. It can only get better from here. And sober up means doing things that make you feel clean inside. So this could be eating healthy, drinking more water, surrounding yourself with things that are good for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you're drunk and you've got to sober up, It means you're getting clean in many ways. You're getting clean in your mind with things. You're getting clear. There's more clarity coming in. I hope that helps, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation. How will my financial status be from June this year? So how will your financial status be from June this year? You've got your building security, okay? You've got the Emperor card. So you're able to build security. You're going to do things that build security. Now, the Emperor is someone who takes control of their own life in that way. The Emperor rides the chariot. So I feel that this is, as you move towards like the Cancer season, you're going to take control of your finances. Now, this could also be a father healing. So I don't know if your father has impacted your finances, or maybe your father's given to you in the past, or this could even be, it's not necessarily scrap that, but this could be about God, because God is your true Father in heaven, or whoever you connect with up there. So when you truly know that God is your source, then you're always given everything you need. So there could be a father healing needed around that, where you have full faith that God is your source. But I feel this is about building security. So I feel you're not just going to be improving yourself financially. You're going to be building financial security. I hope that helps, okay? MS, thank you for your donation, honey. Hi, will my ex-boyfriend George come back to me? So is George going to come back to you? So it's going to be, if you come back to each other, which is looking likely with the Fool, it will be a whole new beginning. Okay, and there will be movement, but it's in reverse. So I feel it could possibly be after the Cancer season with the Chariot there. Now, I connect with the Fool personally as a new year. Everyone reads tarot different, intuitive. So it could be in the new year when you start again. But I feel that it's very likely there's going to be a delay until after the Cancer season with this card coming out in reverse. So there's a delay until the 22nd of July. Now, that could be with Mercury retrograde. Now, I don't personally buy into that, because the angels are very clear. If we think Mercury retrograde is going to cause a problem, it will. And we move into a retrograde in the Cancer season. But it could be creating some kind of stagnancy. So I feel that he does want to move forward towards you fearlessly, but he may not be able to do that yet. There's some inner child healing that's happening. And this will be on both sides. So I want to get an inner child healing card for you and one for George. So for George, okay, we've got reflection. So he's in deep reflection at this time. Healing his wounds, healing the past, letting go what was. Take time to reflect on your journey. Insight comes from within. So I feel he needs the next month or so to reflect and heal, okay? And for you, you just need to make things a bit more simple, which means don't overthink things, relax, and embrace simplicity and let go of excess. Less is more. So you may be decluttering, releasing struggle, so you're just having more fun, doing more things for you. So embrace this time as a time for you. And then when you do that, if you work on that between now and like the end of July, it's very likely things are going to come back together. So it's likely. I'm not saying it's definite, but it's likely. But you've got to let go and have faith. Let me get one more card. Yeah, there's fear around this. Are you and George going to come back together? Are you and George going to come back together? Yeah, success, happiness. That's a yes card. So I do feel the answer is yes. And things are going to get easier as you move forward now. You know, June, there's a transition period. So I do feel June itself is about healing. And you've got manifestation. This is something you both want. So it's being manifested. I hope that helps. Sun is connected with Leo season. So again, like the Lionsgate portal could be significant August onwards. I hope that helps, okay? Gypsy, thank you for the donation. What does the future look like for me and Jerry and the physical distance between us? So what's the future look like between you and Jerry? Well, it's like you know yourself inside. You've got to trust your intuition. Your higher self is always showing you the truth, and you've got to believe in that truth. So this could also be like the futures where secrets are revealed, like you speak your truth to each other. But I feel that this is more about you trusting what you already know inside. You already know inside you're going to be together. So instead of saying what will change if he chooses true love, saying I know he's going to choose himself, because it's not about choosing true love, it's about choosing himself. And that leads to true love, that leads to you. So you've got to have faith as well, because you know inside your intuition it's going to happen. So you're going to attain, obviously, through the hard work you're doing. So this is about working on you. So I feel that your hard work will pay off. So eventually, you know, this is about you knowing you're going to come together eventually, whenever that is. So you could be working on yourself between now and August, and luck is on your side around the eclipse, which is the 12th of August. So the Wheel of Fortune is destiny. So you know it's destined. So the future is destined. You're meant to be. You know you are. But you've got to trust that because you know it's in your intuition. But you've got to put the work in on both sides to make it happen. So you're doing you. He's doing him. There's going to be an opportunity for something to move forward around the eclipse in August. What will change if he chooses true love? Okay, the Fool. He'll take a leap of faith. Okay. And it's not if, it's when. Okay. And you'll join together in union. You'll probably get married, okay? And the blocks will lift with the Two of Swords in reverse. That's, you won't be stuck in the middle of something anymore, or he won't be stuck in the middle of something anymore. But you've got to have faith that that's all destined to occur in divine timing. I hope that helps, okay? Tiffany, thank you for the donation. Anything I need to know regarding my workplace? So what do you need to know regarding your workplace, okay? Well, first of all, you are protected no matter what's going on, and you are being shielded by Archangel Michael. So no matter what's going on, you can handle it. Find harmony when you're perhaps not at work through meditation. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So you may actually be guided to do that. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur, or you want to be self-employed, or you want to work from home, or you want to do something like that. And any kind of issues around the workplace can be pushing you to make that decision. But you are shielded when you are there, and you are receiving signs about what to do next. So as you're putting together the pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting, so pay attention to the coincidences you're experiencing, because there's no coincidences, as you know. And you've got power position. So it could be someone who's in power affecting you like a boss that you're being shielded from, or you could be moving into, or you could already be in a power position and you're being protected. But you're being promoted or called to lead. It's time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. And if you feel you can't do that where you currently are, you may be guided to move into your own energy to do that through perhaps being self-employed in some way or working from home. And you are protected. You're being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. lie low for a while and you'll be shown the truth. So this could be about you calling on Archangel Michael to shield you. What else do you need to know about your workplace? What else do you need to know? Equal give, equal take. So if you feel like you're not receiving equally to what you're giving, then obviously it may be time for a change, but it will get better. I feel you're going to feel a sense of relief now we've moved into June. So next 6 weeks could be significant. So maybe give it another 6 weeks and then review. I hope that helps, okay? Sarah Rose, thank you for the donation. It's been a long time since I've heard from my DM. Is he in love and happy? What's he feeling in his heart about me? So what's going on? It pains me to be away from you. So I don't feel he's in love or happy or, he's in love with you, isn't he? He's your DM. That's how he really feels, even if he isn't currently with you. But it pains him to be away from you. So you're missing him. He's missing you. So it hurts him too to be away from you. Okay? He's saying your light was irritating my demons. So remember that twin flames are healers to each other. You trigger his wounds, he triggers your wounds. So he's saying your light irritated my demons. And that's why I had to go into separation with you, because he had to go away and heal those wounds, and so did you. Your light was very overwhelming to him, and it triggered all those wounds. But it pains him to be away from you, and I do feel he's missing your light, okay? What else is going on? What else? You're very close to achieving your goal. So you may actually be thinking about him because you can sense or feel like something is happening between you. Something is shifting between. No more donations, please, okay? Ashwini, you know that. You're a moderator, okay? So you're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel you're coming together or something is about to happen. So there is a shift that's taking place, okay? And it's very likely that's why he's saying he's missing you at this time too. So Ashwini, no more donations, honey. Okay, you're a moderator, and I've asked my mods to put that in the chat, okay? And you just donated. Okay, obviously, if I take them, accept donations at the end, well, it's not setting a good example. I've just said no donations, and you've donated to me, okay? So you make me want a better life. This is what he's saying to you, Sarah Rose. You make me want a better life. So obviously, you're inspiring him at this time. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's inspiring him. Even if he's just feeling that through your energy field. So love always wins. This is what you need to know. The power of love will always conquer fear. Your love will set them free, and their love will remind you why you trusted and waited. And it's never about waiting for love. It's about being in the moment, living your life. But I feel you're both getting close to a reunion. And that's why you can probably sense his energy, okay? So be your own best friend. So right now, I feel that's what you're doing anyway. And I don't feel he's with someone. He's being his own best friend. So he could be spending time with friends. Someone, if he is with someone, I feel that person is like a best friend. I don't feel there's any real passion there. I'm not really picking up that he's with someone. Is he with someone? Well, there could be a partnership there, okay? But again, it feels like if he is with someone, it's more like a friendship. Okay, so I'm not ruling that out. He could be with someone. But I feel this is more about how he feels about you than anything else. He feels it's real partnership and true love with you. I hope that helps, okay? No more donations, please, okay? Just so I can catch up because I'm an hour behind, okay? Shivia, thank you for the donation. Why am I feeling so sad and angry? Message from my DM. You're probably feeling sad and angry because the full moon is bringing up a lot of heavy emotion, okay? And it will also be you picking up on what he's feeling. So he's saying to you, I'm thankful for you. So he's very grateful for you, okay? And he's saying, I'm afraid to fully accept this love. So he's in and out of his own fears. And I feel the reason why you're feeling all this energy is because 1 minute he's very grateful for you and he wants to move forward. And then he goes into his fears again. Because he's afraid to fully accept this love, which means make the changes he needs to make. So he is dealing with a lot of fear, okay? So he said, I can imagine us getting married, can you? So he has thought about what it would be like to be married to you and what that means. And that will also be because he's looking at his own situation and imagining it was something different. So I can imagine us getting married. So he is fantasizing about that, being married to you, having a life with you, what that would look like and be like. Don't ever change who you are. So you're being reminded you don't need to change anything about you because you are perfect as you are. And what he has with you is different than anything he's had with anybody else. So I feel that look at that moving on top of the deck. Don't give up on me. So obviously he doesn't want you to give up on him. And he's perhaps feeling a bit sad that maybe you are. That doesn't mean you've got to jump in and say, hey, I'm here. You know, he's got to come to this conclusion by himself. So the power is in you. Go within to connect with it. Remember that power is within you because you are one as well. So you have the power to connect with him as well as you. So your guidance with this full moon is have a good scream. So you're feeling all that energy for a reason. It's like resentment. So, and it'll be probably coming from him anyway. So have a good scream. It will release it out, especially if you start having any heartburn or acid reflux or digestive issues, and they are releasing their fear. So that's why you're picking up on that, because it's like the angels are saying that sadness and anger is his. It's his fear. So if you have a good scream, it's going to release it out of you. I hope that helps, okay? Jay, thank you for the donation. Message from ST. So what does ST want you to know? I'm facing my fears. I see your name and face everywhere I go. So he's being reminded of you everywhere. But he's facing his fears to move forward in some way. What else? Make it happen, manifesting. He wants to. So I feel you're allowing him to make it happen with you. And he's facing his fears to do that. And he's being reminded of you everywhere. So I feel he does want to make something happen. So if you've perhaps taken a step back, or you're allowing him to come to you, but you're manifesting this or something happening, I feel it will, because there's a lot of passion between the two of you. The Kundalini is rising. I feel he's aching for you, and the mutual desire is strong. So if you've been feeling any lust towards him, that's why, because he's feeling it too. What's his intention? Look, I want to kiss your hot lips, okay? I intend to take off my mask and discard of it permanently. So he's facing his fears to actually come in and kiss you. I hope that helps, okay? I just need to put the heating on. It's gone cold. The weather's obviously dropped a lot here in the UK, and my heating isn't on. I'm getting cold. So I'm just going to nip the bathroom as well and have a little walk around with my legs. And then I'll be back with Zainab, okay? So give me a second, guys. I need to put the heating on. I'm cold. Okay, I'm just going to have a drink. Okay. Oh, put the heating on. It doesn't take much for me to go cold, you know. Oh, okay. It's a shame we've had all that lovely hot weather, and now that it's gone dark and rainy and dreary again. So typical UK. Okay, we've got Zainab, thank you for the donation. How does Dino see me, and what should I know about him? So how does Dino see you? Okay, let's use this deck actually first. How does Dino see you? And what should you know about him? How does Dino see you? Or Dino? Dino. So I feel like there's burdens and stress here. So this may be that you need to perhaps stop worrying about this or overthinking this. I mean, he may be a stress head, he may like feel burdens, he may be stressed about things. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, I do feel you got 2 3s here, so you could be seeing 333 or you could be seeing 33 around this connection, because I do feel he sees you as someone that he wants to connect with the 3 of Cups there. He does see you as someone he could perhaps get to know and take out and entertain in some way. So I do feel he wants that. But he may have been through a lot of grief in the past. Now, I don't feel he's going through grief now. I don't know if he like goes out and spends time with people out and about and things like that. But he may have gone through a lot of pain in the past, and now he's come out of that. So he feels like he's in this energy where he's just footloose and fancy free, is what they're kind of showing me. So it's very likely he's single. Or if he isn't single, he's freeing himself up from something, okay? But I'm getting this energy where he's single and he's perhaps enjoying himself, and he perhaps wants to explore something with you, but he doesn't want to bring burdens to your door, or he perhaps thinks the relationship is a burden, or he is single. I'm not surprised with this energy. It feels like getting into something would be a burden because he's been hurt before. Because you got 3 of Swords, but it's in reverse, and on this card it's grief. So I feel like he perhaps associates relationships with grief, but he wants a relationship. So I feel he sees you as someone he could have a relationship with, but he's kind of thinking, do I want that kind of stress? Do I want that kind of burden? Now, I'm not saying that you are a burden at all, but in his eyes, he's like, relationship, red flag alert, I'm going to get hurt. It's going to bring me pain, grief, struggle, burden, stress. So I'm going to just go out and do my own thing. Because this 3 of Cups, I'm seeing it as perhaps going out with his friends, or doing his own thing, or that's what he's been doing. Okay? And I feel that he does want something, but he's afraid of it. That's what I'm picking up on. So I do feel like he does feel something for you. And he may well ask you out on a date, or there may be an opportunity for you to see each other in a social setting in some way. You bring light to my darkness. So remember, when you're operating that kind of single energy, not allowing love in because you're afraid, you're in some kind of darkness. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being single at all, but it's like he's like holding himself back from love because he's afraid of getting hurt. Is quite a dark thing, isn't it, But he's saying, you bring light to my darkness. So I feel like you've lit something in him. And he's saying, pay attention to how I make you feel. Okay? But he's gay, or is he planning to change? Well, the thing is, people fall in love with energy. Okay? So, this could even be about a friendship, getting a great friendship with you. But I do feel that you bring light to his darkness in some way. You make him feel good about himself, or feel better, or he's drawn to your light. Because remember, we're drawn to energy. Okay, so he could be having some thoughts about you. Has he always been gay, or is he been bi throughout his life, or it doesn't really matter. We're attracted to energy, and I feel that that's what he's attracted to, your light, your energy. And he's saying, pay attention to how I make you feel. So how do you feel around him? Does he make you feel good or bad? Does he make you feel light or dark? You've got to trust in that. So yeah, he's your friend. I definitely feel this. He's been through something. So you probably know then his circumstances, that he's been through something. That he's been through something in the past that's hurt him. And maybe that was with a woman, or maybe he was hurt, and that could be what affected him, or what changed things, or who knows. Because people, sexuality is different for everyone. Some people are just know that's like me. I can't say anything because I've dabbled in my own life. I'm not going to go into that on camera anyway. But, I definitely feel like he's been through something that's hurt him, and he sees you as the light in the darkness. So you could also be helping him to release that stress, to release that burden, to bring light into his darkness. And then maybe there's feelings there. So I feel you're just being guided at this current time to be there for him. And he may be carrying these burdens around until October, and then he's in a lighter energy. Or he may be helping you through something. Okay, so that's what I've got. I hope that helps, okay? So I feel you can trust him, for sure. Lisa, thank you for the donation, honey. Morning, our chat isn't happening today as her household is poorly. I saw you message me on WhatsApp, but I haven't read it because I was busy getting ready for the live. So I haven't read it, but I saw something come up. So feeling it's a sign perhaps to not happen yet. Any message from the angels? Well, obviously every delay creates the way. Every rejection is a redirection. It's not like a direct rejection, but it's like the universe is in the way for some reason. You know, there's a reason why it's being blocked. So, and obviously you don't want to get poorly either. So your dreams need a practical plan. So the full moon is bringing in the opportunity to perhaps do it differently. So it may be that perhaps if you did it today, something wouldn't have gone right or it wouldn't have gone to plan. So maybe you haven't even got a plan. So maybe you just need to sit down with what you want to say or what you want to happen and then come up with a plan around that. Because your dreams need a practical plan. And obviously, you know, you both are dreaming of being with each other, but it needs a practical plan to move forward. So it could well be that she's just not ready yet to talk about it or talk about the future because she's still not sure how she can put it into place. So what else do you need to know? So I'm seeing this as a blessing in disguise, and I feel you are anyway. 7 of Wands defense, so she could just be a bit defensive, and that's why I'm not saying she's making up an excuse, but she may not be ready yet, or if you did see her today, she could be on the defensive, and maybe next time you connect, it wouldn't be as defensive, okay? You've got progress with the 8 of Wands, so I do feel there's going to be progress. I do feel you're going to have the opportunity, even if it's not today, or it's not yet, and you've got the 2 of Pentacles for balance. So I feel you've been given this chance to perhaps review what you were going to say or how things were going to move forward or progress, because there needs to be a balance. So I've got timelines here as well. I've got she may be defensive and, you know, over the next 7 days or so. And then there could be a shift on the 8th day, or this could be about weeks or July and August significantly. So if we're looking at the furthest timeline out, which I'll give you, she may be defensive until the end of July for whatever reason. And then August time, things start progressing. And there's more balance around February. So between August and February could be a timeline for when things balance out or things start moving forward the right way. But there may be defensiveness until July, you know, August really. So I just want to see what is going on in the karmic situation. So what's the message from the karmic situation? Why is she defensive? We've got 3 of Swords. And this could be because of the separation you've had. So she could be really scared of going into separation again. And it really is like you're already in separation because you're not communicating much. But what I mean is she may be afraid of that. She may be afraid of you hurting her with words. She may be just afraid of, you know, what's going to happen. And that's why she's defensive. But the 3 of Swords in this deck says they are living separate lives, hurting everyone by remaining together. She is aware of that. But she may not be ready at this current moment to actually walk away from that. But she may be more ready to walk away from that beyond August. Because I've got August to February as a timeline for balance. So let me just bring in a message from her to you. If she could say something to you today, what would it be? What would she say to you today? What would she say? She's saying, I knew that you deserved, I know. She's saying, I knew. They gave me the word I knew. So she knew then as well. Which then I know that you deserve to be treated better. So she is aware of what your issues are, okay? I can feel you even when you're not here. So she can still feel you anyway. So she knows that what you want and what you deserve. This card's moving as well. Sometimes I feel so much for you, I have to pull away. And that's how you feel as well. And she's well aware of that too. So I feel that there's something shifting. I feel either, again, I'm giving you the furthest timeline out here as defensiveness until July, movement and progress between August and February. But I feel something could shift within 7 to 8 days. I hope that helps, okay? They give me fear. A lot of fear there. Oh, yeah, she's definitely releasing a lot of fear. So that's, and again, the thing is, I think you put a sickness bug or something. Let me just have a look. Because obviously there's a reason why. Let me just find it. Yeah, sickness bug, okay. So I'm going to put mermaid on that, okay, because that's allowing you to go with the flow, okay. But sickness bug is about like vomiting, or it's purging, it's releasing. It's releasing fears, it's releasing struggle. Okay, so that could also be like everyone is aware somehow that something is changing inside, okay? It's like in that environment, something is changing. So that's a really powerful sign, to be honest. I'm looking for vomiting, hang on. Immediate gut reaction to fear, rejecting what is being experienced because of fear, breathe and respond with love, not fear. Breath work will help the nausea to pass. Now, if she's the only one who hasn't had it, this could be like people around her are aware of the shift that's taking place in her. I find that fascinating. I hope that helps, okay? Crystal, thank you for the donation, honey. 3D message from Dan, current feelings and deepest fears. So what's going on with Dan? Okay? Dan is saying to you, you made me feel like you didn't need me, so I walked away. Now, this is his deepest fear. What this is about is feeling like you don't need him because you're independent. Okay? So it's like you're saying, you're independent, you don't need me. Now, remember, this is deep fear. So he may feel like he needs to be needed. Now, it's part of the masculine energy. They feel like they need to be the provider. But what you've got to remember is, as divine feminines, we're very self-sufficient. So, but you need him in other ways. You need him in emotional ways. You need him to give him your energy and time and love, not necessarily money or security, because you provide that for yourself. And the thing is, the masculines find that very scary because they're so used to just giving security and money and all of that, they're not used to be wanted for themselves. They're not used to be wanted for their heart and their soul, and that's what you want. So obviously that causes fear, and that's why he walked away. So what he's saying is, you made me feel like you didn't need me. Now, it wasn't that you didn't need him. You didn't show him that. That's his perception, thinking, oh, you pay your own bills, you do your own thing, you don't need me, you can handle it without me. Where do I fit in? And that's something he's healing, because the masculines have to learn that they aren't just needed for what they can provide. It's about what they can give emotionally, and they're not used to that. So I hope that makes sense, because that's what I'm picking up on. Because I don't feel like you said to him, I don't need you or anything like that. This is him feeling, this is deepest, darkest fear, that what if you don't need me? What if you're with me and you realise I'm not enough, or you don't want me anymore? So that's his biggest fear, okay? What is he currently feeling? Listen to songs that remind you of me and you will know I'm there with you. So he's communicating with you through music today what his current feelings are. So, and that's, I understand that, because my masculine said that to me. You're so independent, you don't need me. Well, that's just not true. That's his perception. So what he knows is that he can never replace you. There's no one like you. She's Not Me. Great song by Madonna. She's not me. She doesn't have my name. Okay. So that he knows there's nobody like you. He knows that nobody can ever replace you, and he's not going anywhere. When he's ready, he'll come and get it. So he is going to come back to you when the time is right. That's Come and Get It by Selena Gomez. But I feel you're going to hear songs that resonate with you. Okay. So what songs? Yeah, to be happy. He wants you to be happy regardless. And he wants to be with you forever. He does. That's how he feels. So I feel, pay attention to the songs you hear today, because it says we're communicating with you. I hope that helps, okay? Pufferfish, thank you for the donation. Hi, wonderful Liz. My name is Leo. Can I get a love reading for the month of June? So thank you for being here, honey. So what do you need to know in love for the month of June? Amazing, we're in June already, flying by. We've got, it's time to take action. New moon. So someone could be taking action towards you around the new moon. This could be an Aries, or someone who's very passionate about you, or someone you have a lot of chemistry with. Or if this is a new person, you could be meeting someone new around the new moon, which is the 14th of June. So you could have the opportunity to perhaps go somewhere or be somewhere, and you meet someone who's very passionate, or it could be an Aries, or someone who's got a lot of you've got a lot of chemistry with. Or if you're already connecting with someone, which I feel you possibly are, this could be someone coming back around the new moon. Someone there is a lot of chemistry with. Okay, Aries could be significant, like I say, but this could be someone who's taking control. So it's time to take action. So what else do you need to know about love for June? So the new moon could be significant. And that could even be like one of your friends says, let's go for a drink, or let's go to a music event or whatever. And it's around the new moon, and that could bring an opportunity for you to be in a social setting where you could be attracting people in. You got the Nine of Swords. If you're anxious about anything, let it go. This could even be about someone who's anxious about taking action towards you, and they're having kind of worry about this or sleepless nights. Because I'm getting two things. I feel there may be someone from your past connecting with you who wants to come back, or maybe you've freed up your energy and like, I'm open to whatever happens. And maybe that brings up a little bit of anxiety because of what you've been through in the past. It may even be that you've been healing things from September onwards. So something could have happened around September that caused a lot of anxiety, and you've been releasing that anxiety. You've been letting go of that stress. And you feel perhaps like you've come out the other side of that. Maybe you even feel like since the Aries season in March, April, that you're ready for something or someone new. And you're like, whatever you have for me, universe. So I feel like something could be happening around the new moon. So the message here is you're about to be financially, spiritually, and emotionally blessed. Now, you've got the timeline here of the Ace of Focus, which is December to April. So you may actually be moving into a relationship or something more stable around that timeline. So December to April could be significant for love, like a committed relationship. And that could also be when blessings come in many areas of your life. Okay? And the message says, you want someone who's going to be loyal to you, who's going to think about you and desire you and put you first as well. That's what you're craving and wanting. So you are kind of craving a king of passion, which is also like an Aries energy. Someone who's going to be loyal to you and, you know, in that passionate energy of wanting you, showing up for you. Now, this could also be someone from the past, like I say, because the card says they are loyal to you even when it seems otherwise. So there could be someone around you at this current time or in your energy field who's loyal to you even if they're not currently with you physically. This could be a past person, or it could be somebody who's coming in. Their mind always thinks of you, their body always desires you, their soul always craves you, their heart is always with you. So this is someone who you're attracting in who's going to be operating in that energy. Someone who's going to show you the loyalty, the desire you, the crave you, their heart is with you. I feel what you're manifesting is the right kind of love. Okay, but that may take a bit longer to manifest an actual relationship, which could come in December to April. So let go of your anxiety and move forward. Just keep moving forward, keep trusting the universe and the process of your life. So what else? Yeah, spending time together, celebrations. Just enjoy your life, especially over the next 3 months. But I'm getting this as like 3 weeks because you're talking about June. Opportunities for celebrations, to go places, do things. Get out in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you've got to go out in the world to meet anyone at all, because if God wants you with someone, he's going to bring that person into your life, even if you're in the supermarket. But you may have the opportunity to have more fun. So today is a perfect day to do that as well, to enjoy your life and just feel free. So just allow everything to unfold naturally. I hope that helps, okay? Michelle, thank you for your donation, honey. Any message from Mohammed? I dreamt he kicked my ex out. Interesting. Okay. I wish I had approached you differently. Now, he may even be having dreams himself where he's doing things and showing up as the hero for you. But he said, I wish I could go back in time and approach you differently, do things differently, move forward in a different way. So he is going through a lot of nostalgia and reminiscing and overthinking and if-onlys, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. Well, it's a Knight of Wands, but they showed me the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands is coming up because it feels like he wished he perhaps acted quicker, but he feels he's doing things slow. So when he moves forward, he will be a force of nature. He will be a force to be reckoned with. And I feel that's why you had that dream, because in that dream he took control. He kicked the ex out. He said, you're mine. You know, he came in as the knight in shining armour, whereas in reality, it's all happening a bit slow. You know, it's like sometimes you think, right, when I see you again, I'm going to pick you up and swing you around and do a big Hollywood kiss. When in reality, they'd probably come forward and say, hello. You know, they wouldn't do it because of nerves and stuff. And that's what I'm feeling. That's why I'm picking, even though this is a Knight of Wands in this deck, I'm seeing this as a Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles follows through, but is slow. But it's a definite yes. The Knight of Wands is fast, okay? But then may freak out and go back again. So I feel like in his mind he's portrayed like having all these, you know, thoughts and feelings about what he wished he'd done. If he was more mature or spiritual or more courageous or brave, you know, but in reality he's like a snail. So I feel like he's coming, but again, you've got to be very patient with him, okay? Well, that's why you had that dream. He is shy. So he's saying, look, I should have listened to you. A lot of shouldas, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have done it that way. I could have done it that way. Why didn't I? But that's just wasting time. He's got to realise, okay, I can't change the past, but I can do something about it today. What else does he want you to know? So your guidance is to trust in God's plan. Remember, there's always a reason for everything that happens when there's upheaval or chaos. And when you have faith, then things move forward. You're not going to miss out on what's meant for you. And you know that anyway. What else? You've got your body is a very important and beautiful vessel. Look after it well. So be kind and loving towards yourself. And you've got, we need to be honest when we talk again. So he definitely wants to talk again. And I feel that about the body as well, as he could also be working more on his own body and becoming more healthy in his own right. I hope that helps, okay? I think I'm getting to the top of the chat. So if anyone does want to donate, I will take a few more, but you don't need to, because I'm going to jump in the chat for a bit, okay? So Flaming Art Readings, thank you for using Milestone, honey. Hi Liz, can I please get a message from Kevin K today? An insight on his current feelings. So the universe is guiding us back together. So that's what you need to remember. The universe is always creating the way. And if you're seeing 1111, that's your sign that that's happening. He's saying we are a perfect match. So Kevin sees you as perfect for him. And the perfect match for him too, which means you challenge him in all the good ways. So yes, he may feel challenged by you. Let me just make Michelle a moderator. Hang on a minute here. There we go, honey, because you're really helping people in the chat there. Thank you, honey. So if you're seeing 1111 as well, okay, that's your sign that he sees you as his perfect match in every way. So yes, you'll challenge him in like stressful ways as well, but you challenge him in all the right ways. So he sees you as a challenge, the perfect kind of person for him. So what else, okay? So the universe is bringing you together, okay? You've got the Four of Cups and you've got the Six of Pentacles. So I definitely feel he wants to share time with you and he's contemplating that. So when he's not around you, he does think about you and he does miss you and he feels a void without you. And he does want to share time with you. This is the energy of these particular cards in this deck. So between now and June, obviously I know we're in June, but like from April to June, the end of June, there's an opportunity for you to share some time together. That's what he wants to do. He wants to share his cup with you. So there could be an opportunity to spend some time. Let me just see what his intention is. I'll text you soon, give me a bit more time. I feel he's going to ask you out on a date, or he's going to want to meet you in some way, share some time with you by the end of June. I need to stop looking at your social media and do something. Okay? So he does want to do something. So, and he is watching you as well, watching your social media. So his intention is to take action. And I feel it's between now and the end of June. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for your donation. Does the lost towel have any spiritual meaning? What's the lost towel trying to tell you? It's time to release negativity. Isn't that interesting? So a lost towel, think about what a towel does. It absorbs, the body, really. A towel absorbs the body. You know, we have a shower, we use a towel, and it absorbs the energy. Or we lie in a towel when we're sunbathing, or we may use a towel to clean stuff up. So that's the message. The full moon, release any negatives. Now, I don't know if you watched the members reading I shared yesterday, and it's for today, obviously. I shared it earlier. But that's about the Scorpio. And this is full moon in Scorpio. And I know we're not in the full moon in Scorpio. What I'm trying to say is Scorpio is about having that sting in the tail. So I feel really the message is about you releasing anything negative that you're thinking or feeling. Okay, so if you go and watch, if you haven't already, the members reading for today, I feel it will resonate with you. They give me fear. And that's messages from Archangel Michael, okay? I was cleaning the house for some hours. My attention went to the tower. When I searched, I could not. So it's a sign to release negativity for some reason. I hope that helps, okay? Ethereal Seeker, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, may I have full moon messages for my twin and towards my new home transition. So he's stuck in his head at this current moment, overthinking. So the full moon will be bringing up a lot of emotion, and he feels miserable without you, okay? He said, I wish I could hold you and kiss you. I wish I could hold you. That's what he wants to do. I thought you were the problem, and now I know it's me. So this full moon is bringing up a lot of emotion in him because he's like, I'm the problem. You've done nothing wrong. Now, I'm not saying he's ever really thought you've done anything wrong, but it may have been easier for him to perhaps think everyone else is the problem, or he may have been blaming everyone or everything else when really he's realising I'm the problem, it's me. I know I'm miserable without you and I'm stuck in my head and need to do something because I really want to hold you and kiss you. That's what he really wants to do. He's saying to you, and soon something is shifting. I have vulnerability insecurities with you. So it all comes down to wounding, abandonment wounds and insecurity, and your birthday. So something could be happening on a birthday, your birthday. So we could also be thinking about your birthday. Could be thinking about doing something for it if it's coming, or what he wishes he'd have done if it's gone. So your birthday could be significant. What else? What else do you need to know? Let's bring this deck in, actually. What else does he want you to know? I wish we were on a date right now. There you go. So he's having a lot of, I wish we were. Fantasizing. If only. Now, you were never alone, remember that, because he's right there with you energetically. I know you'll be able to feel his energy. And may have to walk away from something to have a new beginning, and that's causing him stress. So he's burdened over something he needs to walk away from, something he needs to say goodbye to. So that could be a karmic cycle. So what's the message around your home transition? You've got opening up emotionally, vulnerability. Now, obviously this is the King of Cups. So this is definitely as well what I feel the angels want you to know before I go into your home. That your masculine wants you to know that he's going to open up emotionally to you and be vulnerable with you. And that's what he's currently struggling with, okay? And I feel that this new home transition, it could be that when you're moved in there and you're feeling more balanced, that's when he opens up emotionally. So that's going to be like a timeline for when he starts opening up, okay? What else do you need to know about your new home? Don't let your mind deceive you with the ego. So that could be like going into fear or stress about something to do with it. Could be money related. It could be, just feeling stressed in general. And you've got nothing as yet set in stone. So just allow things to unfold naturally. So it may not yet be set in stone, which means maybe it's not finalised, or you're not there yet, or whatever that means. So don't let your ego worry you about that if nothing's actually finalised yet, or things aren't in stone yet, or things aren't in place yet, or whatever it is. But I've got this message coming through where this could be when your masculine opens up to you, when you're actually in that home, or you've settled, or that could be a big timeline of things moving forward. I hope that helps, okay? Sonu, thank you for the donation. Do you see any future between Sunita and Malor in a committed form? Well, yes, but you have to have faith in the when. It's about releasing the need to know, or releasing the need for it to be a certain way. It's like you're trying to force the outcome, and you can't do that, okay? You've got to bring love into the situation. So that means you looking at this with love and seeing it through the eyes of love and recognising there's a reason for everything that happens. But also it will move forward when he and you can both bring love into the situation. And if he isn't able to at this current time because of his own insecurities, then that's currently creating a block. So is there a future between you? It's destiny. Look, it's meant to be destiny. You've got to let go of the fear. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So you're destined. You're in each other's lives, or not in each other's lives, as sometimes it is with separation, but you're in each other's lives for a reason. You're overthinking it. And I feel he is overthinking this too. Restless, stressed, struggle. So you've got to trust that it's not even about, oh, we're going to have a committed relationship. It's knowing that you're destined to be together in whatever form that takes. And currently the form it's taking is you're both learning the right lessons. Okay, anything else they want to say about this? They're giving the King of Swords. They're giving me itchy eye. So he's currently looking at things in his life, and you may be looking around you, because this is the left, this is the feminine side, this is you. You may be looking at your life wanting things to be different. That's why my eye's itchy. But you've got to be okay with what you have and where you are right now. So he's not going to give up. He is going to do what it takes. This is endurance on this card. But the King of Swords is someone stuck in their head. And they give me an itchy eye, which is connected with you, because you've got to get to a position where you're okay with the way things are. That doesn't mean you want things to stay as they are. It means you're just like, I'm in acceptance. Everything's working out beautifully. Everything is where it's meant to be. I'm okay. Let me just get you an affirmation that you can use. Okay. Oh, beautiful car's just pulled up outside. It's not outside me, but it's across the road. It's lovely, like grey, sexy car, that is. Just got my attention. I don't know if a grey car means anything. Maybe you want a new car. I am a natural healer. So affirm it. He's not been that way. That's your ego seeing it that way. Okay? I don't feel that at all. I feel that's you and your ego wanting contact, feeling stressed out, going into your own fear, and that's what you're doing. You're blaming him. It's your fault. Okay, and you've got to move beyond that, because twin flame love is unconditional. You can't put conditions on love. God is in charge of everything anyway. God is in charge, so you've got to find more faith. So instead of thinking he's doing this, he's doing that, let that go and focus on your own healing. When you're pointing the finger at someone else, you have to point it back to you and say, what is this triggering in me? What is this teaching me about me? And you're learning to surrender control and forgive. Forgive everything and rise. I hope that helps, okay? You'll never ever hear me bad-mouthing a masculine on this channel, because they learn at different paces than us. Okay? They learn in their own way and we learn in our own way. And that's the way it is. And that's why we have to learn to let go. Okay, I've given you the message, Sonia. You need to sit with the message, okay? What you're not seeing is the fact that you're wanting things to happen now and they can't, okay? It's in divine timing. God is in charge. God's saying what he needs you to know is that God is in charge of this. And what you're not seeing is it's destined. I mean, there is movement. You're meant to be together. It's coming up. It's destiny. But you know, it's like the message you're receiving is not enough. And I feel that's perhaps what stressed him out, because whatever he was perhaps giving to you, it wasn't enough. Like Donna says, you can't hurry love. There's that song. Raluca, thank you for the donation. And the rose, the super sticker. I'm releasing the lack of love and respect for my love to be. Is there something that remained unspoken by B and he wants to say now before it's closing the cycle between us? So what does B want to say? Okay, but it's been 30 years and my connection. Okay, everyone could say it's been a certain amount of time. Okay, but that doesn't matter. Time is illusion. Okay, time is illusion on this journey. If you say, oh, it's been 3 years, it's been 10 years, it's been 5 minutes, you know, you've got to let go. That you're learning how to surrender and let go of timing. Twin flame love, I'm sorry, Luke, hang on. Twin flame love is not about being in union. It's about the journey to union. Okay, union is the cake. Union is the icing on the cake. I'm not saying you're not going to be in union. I'm saying you've come here to learn lessons. So you've got to be okay with where you are. Okay. So look at this. This is what your masculine. This is what B is saying to you. Okay. This is for Raluca. This is what B is saying to you. You absolutely blow me away, and that means that your body, your mind, your soul, everything about you is just magnificence. You absolutely blow me away. So if he could give you a message, that's what he would say to you. You absolutely blow me away, okay? Let's bring in another message. Anything else he wants to say? That car's awesome. I wonder whose that car is. You are creating magic, 777. And that's exactly what you're doing at this current time. You are creating magic in your life. There's blessings happening. Very powerful. Anything else that he wants to say to you? I believe in us. I believe in us, whatever that means for you. It means it may be believing in the power of the connection between the two of you, or the fact that you've helped him to believe in himself, or you've helped him to believe in God. So you've definitely assisted each other's journey, and you still are. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just see what that message was that just got my attention there. Oh, it's from my broadband company. Nothing exciting going on there at all. Broadband providers there. Okay, I'm at the top of the chat, guys. So I'm going to answer a couple out of the chat, okay? Kim says, my sister just died. Can you contact her? So I'm so sorry you've lost your sister, honey. She's still right by your side. What does she want you to know? She's sending you the song 1,000 years. So she's saying to you the love is still there. She'll love you for 1,000 years, 1,000 more. It's like that's about knowing that she hasn't really got anywhere. She's just transitioned to a new place in a way, or a new part of her journey. And maybe she really loved that song, or, you know, she may have really liked Twilight, because it's out of Twilight, isn't it? But I think. Is it in Twilight or 50 Shades in Twilight, I think? I think. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Well, if she's sending you that song, so I feel you're going to hear this song as a sign she's with you. I will see you again. So you will see her again. Obviously, you'll see her on the other side, but I feel she's going to come into a dream, because that's how our loved ones communicate. Currently, she'll be going through a review of her life, and she'll be understanding things about herself. But she will see you again. So I feel she's going to come to you in a dream, okay? Appreciate the little things. So she's reminding you how important it is to enjoy life while you're living, and appreciate the small things. And I feel she wants you to know that she appreciated the little things that you did for her as well, and the small moments that you had, you know. I didn't want you to see me like that. Okay, so she didn't want you to see her in the way she was perhaps when she passed, or what happened. What else does she want you to know? What else does she want you to know? Okay. What else does she want you to know? So I hit my head on that shelf there. 2 cards on the floor. 3 cards. She's saying we are so connected. So she feels connected to you even now, and you probably do with her too. She's saying believe in yourself, you can do it. So she's reminding you that you are powerful and strong. She's saying, I have no more earthly worries. So she's got to be worrying about things when she was alive. Now, I feel she could also send you a sunflower as a sign that she's around you. So I feel you're going to see sunflowers and hear the song 1,000 years, okay? She's saying, I have no more earthly worries. I can jump for joy. I'm free, okay? And she's reminding you to believe in yourself and appreciate the little things. And you're very connected. I hope that helps, okay? I would go into more detail with that, but obviously I feel that she's still going through a life review, and I feel when the time is right, she'll come into a dream and connect with you herself. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm going to answer a couple more out of the chat, okay? So we've got, Tandy says, hi, ma'am, Jay's current feelings towards me. Should I let go and move on? It's about surrender. Your higher self is asking you to let this go. Not move on, let this go. Give it to God. Stop worrying about it or overthinking it all, and focus on being in the moment. He said, I want to call you and talk to you. So if you surrender and let go, he's going to call you. He's going to talk to you. But not while you're perhaps overthinking it or wondering when, and it could be on your birthday. He said, I took you for granted and I hate myself for that, okay? So he does feel like he's let you down in that way. And he is aware of how special you are. But I feel he does want to call you and talk to you. He could be waiting for your birthday to do this, depending when it is. Or he could be thinking about your birthday. Or if it's just been, he may be wishing he had on your birthday. Anything else? you've got a new relationship excitement. So I feel he wants to come in a new way. So there could be an opportunity to rekindle this in the future, you know, to make it something exciting and new. Or he could be focusing on another relationship. Okay, so just let him do what he's doing at this current time. I feel he does want to call you and talk to you. Don't panic and think he's in another relationship. That's just, it could be that. Okay, we've got you are blessed, see all the beauty in your life. Your reunion is nice. I feel you're going to come back together. So this new relationship could be about him coming back to you. And this is June. Okay, so he's getting excited about coming back to you, or you can feel that. So I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to do Victor, okay? Victor says, meow, may I have any messages for my beautiful butterfly king, Virgo, and a Keanu card? I've seen things that don't make sense. Now, I'm feeling this is connected with sign synchronicities, going through things that don't make sense, okay? I pray. So he has got religious beliefs or some kind of faith. You turn me on, so he's definitely attracted to you, and you were the only one I do see. So I don't feel he's seen anyone. You're the only one I see. Now I feel that's like you're the only one he sees in that way, but he may not be seeing anyone either, okay? So he's kind of letting you know that no matter what the publicity stunts are or what's going on in social media, he's not seeing anyone. So he wants you to know that, okay? You made that song Pray as well by Take That. So you've got Stay Humble. And this is powerful because I feel this is reminding you, whatever you read about him, you know the truth. You have to look beyond that, okay? Stay out of your ego when you perhaps see something on social media about him, because Keanu there is reading the paper, and that's about the news or social media, isn't it, you know? And we got to be gentle and be gentle. So your guidance is in this situation to stay humble and be gentle. There's fear there, because I don't feel you need to be humble because you already are. You're already in that compassionate state of mind. So stay humble when you connect with the tabloids or something to do with the media that can perhaps rile you up, and be gentle with him as well, because that's why he's saying to you, you're the only one I see. So says you don't know what other people are going through, so go easy on them. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and it doesn't matter how big you get, we're all in the same world. I love that. So he may be big in his, you know, lifestyle, in his celebrity status, but you know that you're all in the same world. That's about the way you humble him as well. That, you know, with you, it's not like you look at him and think, oh, you're this person. You know, you see the person he is. And that's why he's drawn to you, and that's why you feel this soul bond, because it doesn't matter what's going on in his life. You see the real him, and that's what he's absolutely blown away by, okay? What else? Just put that back. What else does he want to say to you? Let's bring this card in. I feel stupid. So maybe you feel stupid for things he's doing in his life, okay? He could feel stupid about what he's actually doing. I want to take you out for dinner. So he's perhaps had a thought about what it would be like to do that, and if he could actually possibly make that happen. I hope that helps, okay? Donna says, good morning, Liz. Any message from Mark and anything I need to know with this full moon? What do you need to know with a full moon? You've got meditate and contemplate. So use this full moon, and possibly between the full moon and the new moon, to go deep within. You've got Pisces energy. So go deep within, meditate, contemplate, relax your mind. And you've got the true love you desire is coming. So he is coming. He's your true love. You desire him. He's coming. What else? Queen of Passion. You are sexy and you must know it. In other words, love yourself, trust yourself, and be yourself. He's drawn to you magnetically when you know your own sex appeal and value yourself. And you've got 555 changes, and you're operating in this. Today is a perfect day. So you're operating in the here and the now, and that's creating change. There's time for a change with 555. So you could be seeing fives a lot. What's his intention? I just can't seem to shake you. Again, there's that card, I want to take you out for dinner. So that could be something they're really thinking about collectively today. And I intend to speak my truth. So he may want to take you out for dinner to speak his truth. And he's going to say to you, I just can't shake you. Because he cannot that he's trying to. I don't feel he's trying to shake you, but he can't anyway. What else does he want you to know? He's saying to you, I know one day we'll be together again. Of course he does. You know it too. I do want to return to you. So it's just clarifying everything you already know, really. So shall we bring in a dark truth? What's his dark truth? I'm surprised. I'm learning who I am. Okay, maybe he's surprised by what he's learned about himself. I feel like there is a reason we've been brought together, like we have a mission together, and I want to be a part of that, so I'm learning my lessons. I'm trying so hard to change. Please don't be mad at me. I don't feel that you're mad at him at all. I feel he gets mad at himself. And that surprises him. So he may be surprised that he's having anger, bouts of anger. I don't feel like he's a rageful person, but I feel he does get angry. And he's like, oh, he's like healing that. Maybe he's got anger in this karmic situation, and that's something he's also healing. Something has come up in my reality I need to take care of. You do matter to me and I do care, but I have to give this my attention to deal with it the right way, and then I'll be back. Okay? When things feel chaotic and up in the air, you are the air I breathe. You help me to carry on when I feel like all the breath has been knocked out of my body. You take my breath away with your body and your beauty, and you lift me up with your light. You complete me in so many ways. You could hear, take my breath away. He's saying, I'm ready to show the world the real me. We've got Aquarius there. And I feel this could be between now and the Aquarius season, where he's stepping into this authentic version of himself and his throat chakra is being activated. I'm healing all of the repressed emotions within me so I can tell you exactly how I feel and communicate without fear or anxiety. I feel like my throat is expanding through coughing and expelling mucus. You may experience this too. So he could have some kind of throat issue. Let me just see what song he's sending to you. Or what song guidance is coming through, should I say, not what song. It's no good. Love it. Depeche Mode, you are my destiny. And I feel so hurt. And I feel he feels useless because he feels hurt by what he's going through. What I'm picking up here is, I'm not necessarily feeling the song useless. I'm feeling it's more you're going to hear You Are My Destiny by Lionel, or Take My Breath Away, or even It's No Good. I feel the useless has come out because, and that's my favourite Depeche Mode song, by the way, out of all of them. Well, I'd say, well, it isn't actually. It's in my top 5. It used to be my top 1. But I definitely feel that he feels hurt by himself, and he's been hurt by whatever he's got going on in his karmic situation. And it makes him feel useless. So he's healing that part of himself. I hope that helps, okay? He may feel like someone's fist is in his face, okay, in his karmic situation. These songs popped up on YouTube yesterday, I've listened to. And I like Useless is one of my favourite songs, it really is. I just love that guitar solo. That's perfection. That guitar solo, in my opinion, is the best ever. And it's just how he does it as well in the video, when he just walks up so casually and starts playing that guitar solo. It's like, oh, it gives me angel bumps, honestly. Amazing song, Useless by Depeche Mode. It's actually Davis singing to this woman, because it looks like he's just singing to the camera, but at the end, the camera turns around on this woman, and this woman's like he's just unloaded all his struggle and his pain, and he's just had a go at her through this song, saying, oh, it's a really good song. Let's do, Sabishka says, current situation of my partner Selva and his feelings towards me. So how does Selva feel towards you? I'm working on my own issues. So the thing is, you may be taking something personally or to heart. There is absolutely nothing at all to do with you. It could be his own issues. So he's dealing with something inside himself. Or they are dealing with something inside themselves. His feeling, so him. He is dealing with something inside of himself, okay, that's his own issue. So it's not about you. I mean, it may be related to you in some way, but it's his own struggle or fear or insecurity. So he's saying, I'm just working on my own issues at this current time. So he may need a bit of space, okay? What else? Sometimes I feel all of this is just an illusion. So he could be dealing with some struggle around what he's actually believing about himself or you or this love. So, and that's inner child healing, because maybe he feels like you're too good to be true. Or this love is like a fairy tale. And he thinks, oh, it's all an illusion. I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not good enough for you. But that's something he's healing with his inner child, so he can have a new beginning, okay? And he will move forward fearlessly when the time is right. So something could start moving forward within your connection properly again. Or it may feel like you're becoming closer during the Chariot season. So 21st of June, significant here. So he may need a bit of space until then. But I feel the feelings are all there. There's nothing telling me he doesn't care about you, or, you know, it's more he's dealing with his own issues at this current time. How is he feeling about you? I do believe we're meant to be together, but he may be worried about letting you down. So I feel you've got to let him work through his own issues at this current time, okay? Nat, thank you for the donation. Bucket messages for the summer. Dig deep. Okay, you may see owls, or you may hear owls going, hoot hoot, or whatever they do. So you may, an owl is about wisdom. You've got infinity as well. Love this. So first of all, you've got the infinity sign. You've got 222. So you could be seeing the infinity sign. That's reminding you that you are eternal. You as a human being are eternal, a light worker connected with source. And this is also a sign of twin flames. 222 or spiders is the reminder from the universe that the universe has got your back. You know, I saw the biggest spider in the kitchen the other day, and it run under the fridge. And then I was in bed last night, and I woke up to go to the bathroom about 3 a.m, turned the light on, got out of bed, and there was the spider. You know, not on the bed, on the floor. And I was just like, hiya. I thought, I'm not going to worry about it. You know, it's a sign from the universe at the end of the day. So you may see the infinity sign, you may see 222, you may see spiders. I feel you're gaining lots of wisdom and knowledge. So you may see owls. And there's a happiness coming into your life as well. So the sun is about happy outcome, a yes from heaven. Sun with the summertime as well, good times. And something could be coming into your inbox, yes. So this could be a text or an email coming to you. We're in the year of the horse. Okay, so remember that. That's a time to manifest and create miracles as well with the wizard there. You could be receiving messages on WhatsApp. I feel someone is definitely thinking about you in an intimate way, wanting you intimately. There's sexy thoughts there. They're gaining the courage to act on those thoughts, and they're currently feeling depressed because they're pretending in a situation. So someone is pretending they're happy when they're not. They're actually depressed. They're gaining the courage to act on these thoughts towards you and to move towards you. And you've got I as well. So the letter I could be significant, or the letter H. Let me pull you a card as well. Just put them back in. What else do you need to know? You've got guidance is there for you. You just need to listen. So I feel throughout this month, you're going to have all the guidance you need. That's why you got the owl. You just need to listen to it and drink it in and kind of process it. I hope that helps, okay? I'll do Simran, then go to Saranga because she's done 2 there. So Simran, thank you for your donation. Any guidance for my job interview tomorrow? Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Go in there knowing that it's already yours. And what have you got here? Strength, passion. If you're passionate about it, then obviously that's what's going to be very attractive to this, you know, the person you're going to the interviewer. The fact that you are a passionate person, you're very strong and passionate, and you'll make the right decision, or the right decision will happen. Whatever happens will be the right outcome. And remember that, because, you know, it's not just about what you can do for an employer, is it? It's about what they can do for you. So you need to remember that. So it will be the right decision. And I feel you could walk away from something. So there could be like a notice period. So if you're currently working in a job now, you may be putting your notice in. So this could be a big sign about getting this job, especially with the Ace of Swords coming in, which is clarity and truth. So I feel the guidance is to be truthful, to be strong, to be clear, okay, to speak with authenticity, and to get perhaps straight to the point about things as well. And don't seem withdrawn. I feel if you seem withdrawn, this is what it says on the card, withdrawn, then I feel what will work with this interview you're going to is if you come across as very passionate and excited about what you're doing, not kind of withdrawn and subdued. You know, if you're the more passion you have, the better. I don't mean you go out to, you know, ridiculous, like jumping for joy. But obviously, the more passionate you seem to be, I feel the more they'll be drawn to your energy. And it could be that you have to then withdraw from something else you're doing. So let me just see what else is coming through. So what will the outcome be? There could be a delay to your knowing, okay? So I don't feel I'm meant to give you the outcome because it's something you're going to learn, okay? So you've got holding back, delayed contact. This could be that there is a delay between you going for the interview and then finding out what the outcome is. But you've got to be okay with that outcome and know that regardless, okay, it will be the right outcome for you. Because even if you don't get it, and I'm not saying that's going to happen at all because it's looking positive, as long as you go into that interview the way we've said, okay, but you've got to have faith that even if you don't get it, there's something better. Okay, there's something better out there. Because God might think, well, yeah, that's a good job, but there's something better I have planned for you. So you have to have faith in that. Sometimes you think you know what you want, but you don't. Okay, because God knows better. That's the message. It seems a stressful role. So again, you've got to think about that then. You know, you've got to think, is that really something I want? So you've got to think what the job can do for you and is it right for you, just as much as you perhaps want to get it. You know, if you don't get it, for example, it doesn't mean you're not enough or you're not good enough. That's when the inner child says, oh, you know, sometimes you don't want something, but because you don't get it, you want it. And that's the inner child saying, I deserve it. Okay? But it's about knowing that if it isn't right, if God thinks it's going to be too stressful for you, he will block you from having it. Doesn't mean you've done a bad interview or anything like that. But it is looking positive. But I feel you've got to remember that even if there's a delay between going for the interview and finding out, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to say no more donations again after Fatima so that I can catch up again. Okay, so Saranga, thank you for your donations. So what will the final outcome be of my case? Okay, let's see what Jeremiah wants you to know first. What does Archangel Jeremiah want you to know? Honesty is always the best policy. So I feel that there's going to be honesty coming out in this case. So the final outcome will be honesty, and that's the best policy. So the best policy. So that could be a policy is something to do with, is it a document or something like that? God forgives you, now you must forgive yourself. So the outcome will be forgiveness, you forgiving yourself, you knowing you've been honest or you've done perhaps what was right for you, and a policy. They give me, I mean, they've got policy of truth, Depeche Mode. They give me the word policy as in a document for some reason. I just want to see what it says. A policy is a deliberate set of principles, rules, or guidelines designed to guide decisions and achieve rational outcomes. It serves as a statement of intent, typically adopted by a government, business, or organisation. So this could be some kind of statement because they give me some kind of document. They show me in my mind a document. So there may be a document that is signed or shown, or it's something to do with a document, okay? So what's the outcome of the case, or the final outcome? You're creating magic at this current time. You've got to know your worth. They're not giving me like an outcome as in it's going to go this way or that way. They're giving me more of a lesson on what's been learned. They're saying there's magic being created in this situation where you're going to come out of this case knowing your own worth and value, knowing that you are magnetic. And that's a beautiful lesson to learn, no matter what the actual outcome is. Okay? And then you're saying, Nana B got exposed. Will he be jailed? Well, again, it's up to God, isn't it, what happens? And even if he doesn't get jailed, he will learn in some way. So he could be in a prison in his mind, you know. So what's going to happen with Nana B? Will he get jailed? So if you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you won't. Belief is power. So I feel this is to do with something to do with what he is able to manifest, or he could be a very powerful manifester. So I'm getting this energy where if he is jailed, then he'll be expecting that to happen. If he doesn't get jailed, then that's also something he's expecting to happen. So I feel that he's actually creating his reality. That's what you need to know. And the angels say you've got to balance your chakra system and cleanse your aura. It will help you to deal with whatever the outcome is. Okay, so you need to be ready and prepared for either scenario. Okay, so will he get jailed? If they're not telling me it's for a reason, it's something you're learning. Okay, he's going to feel separate. Okay, so feeling lost and alone. Now that could indicate, for example, being jailed, because if you were separate or feeling lost and alone, you could be isolated. So you could be in isolation. And that's what happens, isn't it? When you're in jail, you get put into solitary confinement, or you may feel like you're separate from the world or whatever it is. So there is a likelihood of that. But I feel regardless of whether he does or he doesn't, he's going to feel lost, alone and separate anyway. He's going to feel that way anyway, for some reason, okay? So I feel what you need to know is, whether he does get jailed or not, he's going to feel separate from probably everything, and he will feel very lost and alone. Okay, and maybe you feel lost and alone because he's in jail. But I feel you've got to let it all play out the way it's meant to. And what will be at the end of the day. God's in charge. So if he does get jailed or he doesn't, that doesn't mean there's any less justice. It means God sees all things and will create justice in his own way. I hope that helps, okay? Fatima, thank you for the donation. Message from F. So what does F want you to know? What does F want you to know? I panicked, okay? So he's panicked about something, and that can perhaps cause him to pull away or, disappear or do something rash. I never meant to hurt you. So I feel he hurt you because he panicked. He didn't think something through. And he panicked, so he hurt you by doing whatever he did. And that could be saying something he didn't mean, or it could be ghosting you, or whatever it was. I'm questioning my own actions. So he's definitely sitting around today in his own way, thinking about this, questioning what he did, the way he acted. He knows now he panicked, and he hurt you in the process, and he's apologising for that. So he probably fully intends to come in and apologise for doing that. I know you can help me. Now, this could even be if you tried to help him in some way and he panicked because he's not used to that, okay? And then he pushed you away and that hurt you. And now he's realising or recognising what he did. So he said, I know you can help me. I know you can. I know that you've got good intentions. I know you know what you're doing. I know you know. I know you can help me. But it can also be that he needs to come up with his own conclusions, or he needs to work through it himself. So your guidance is to know your worth, and that makes you magnetic as the Queen of Wands. He also knows that you are the prize. He knows you are worthy. Okay? And you are safe. You're watched over at all times. Look at this. You are worthy of all the amazing things in life. You must believe it. So I feel he is going to come back in and say sorry. Is there a timeline around it? Attainment. Something could be happening between now and August, and you're going to know in your intuition. So you could see 11:11. You're being guided to have faith. Trust your intuition. The eclipse again is coming through as a significant timeline collectively on the 12th of August. That's a new moon as well. So just have faith that something is shifting as you move towards August, okay? I hope that helps. I want to do Jacinta says, Liz mum feels her legs are more bouncy than usual, not steady or strong. Why does this happen to her legs? Again, it's like when you have a panic attack, for example, your legs go to jelly. That's happened to me. I have panic attacks sometimes about certain things, and I start panicking, and then my legs go all wobbly. Okay, so it's that. It's a panic. It's like all the blood running from one part of the body to another. So it's all connected with stress. That's what it is. Okay, so it doesn't mean she's like got no balance. It's to do with stress, okay? Look, it's quite normal. So it could even be like her time of life. You know, because I'm going through things like that, and I'm nearly 50. There's fear there. Take a vacation. She needs a break of some kind. This means getting out of the house, getting away from her normal environment. See yourself in divine and perfect health. That's what she needs to do. And blood test. So she may also, because perhaps she's had a blood test and it's made her a bit wobbly. Okay, or maybe this could also be connected with, when I see blood tests, I also see stress, because we get stressed by our family, who are our blood, and they test us. So take it out, resonates with you, but I don't feel there's anything to panic about. Obviously, you know, I'm not a doctor, so if she needs to see a doctor, then do that, but it's like the angel's saying it's stress, okay? Forest Gump, thank you for the donation. This for Jenny. Do I make it right with Ken's, or did I destroy the relationship with her? What do you need to know? How is Ken's feeling? So Ken's is saying, be truthful to me, are you okay? Well, first of all, be truthful to me, are you okay? Does anybody do anything wrong other than me? I don't know what that means, but first of all, if you're meaning me be truthful to you, obviously I'm going to be truthful to you. I'm going to give you what you need to know. Or is that you want her to be truthful to you? Okay, so what she's saying is, I love that we have so much to share all the time. So she feels like you've got a lot in common. That's what she loves about you. Okay, that when you share time together, there's things you can do or talk about, or it's fun and exciting. It's like you feel like you get on very well. So that's how she sees it. She's saying you're my soul's mirror, which means you mirror back to her all the things that she needs to heal or deal with, okay? That's the thing. I'll take you to the doctor. Okay, I'm not quite sure what you're saying to me here. Okay, do I make it right with Ken's, or do I destroy the relationship with her? Well, I feel that you're mirroring back to each other certain things. I don't know why you would want to destroy a relationship that you share time with, something like nice time with someone. I feel you've got to operate from your heart with compassion instead. That's what you need to do instead of using the word destroyed. So if you operate from the heart and try and have compassion perhaps for what she's going through, instead of judging her for things, recognizing that you're mirroring back to her things that she needs to heal or do or go through, then there'll be an understanding there. I feel you perhaps aren't looking at this the right way at all. So if I'm giving you a yes or a no, I feel if you operate from your heart, then there's an opportunity to sort things out and get things on track. If you're operating from ego, then that will bring destructive energy in. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? We're going to do Corinne. Thank you for the donation. Then no more donations, okay? Because I'm going off, okay? So I put no more donations in there. So no more donations. So Corinne says, would love to receive guidance on Sean. Is he my twin flame, or am I just in limerence? Well, first of all, you have to go within for the answers. Okay, because no reader, I don't care who they are, I don't care what they say, no one can tell you 100% if someone is or isn't your twin flame, because it's a journey back to yourself. And it's like you just know. Limerence is obsession. Limerence is being addicted to a person like a drug. And it can mirror that a little bit because you can feel that way, but it's totally different. If it was limerence, you wouldn't see signs. So you have to say to yourself, okay, am I seeing signs about this person constantly? Do I feel a pull back to this person constantly? Am I dreaming about this person? Do I feel this person on a deep level? If the answer is yes, then you know that person is more than someone you're limerent to. Limerence is obsession. It's different. Twin flame love is that pull from the soul. Okay, you've been brought together for a reason. And you have to be honest with yourself. If you really feel you're addicted to that person, then obviously you have to release the limerent part of it. Because the thing is, limerence is just a label. And we could all say we're limerent in some way because we get obsessed about contact and all these things. Because there's a divine feminine on this journey, the lesson is to release control. And when you release control, you release limerence, okay? So the message coming through here is, you've got the Page of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is the right way around, the Page of Cups is in reverse. So I feel what's going on here is, there's perhaps issues in communication that's making you question everything. And then you're thinking, oh, if we were meant to be together, it wouldn't be this way. Okay, but you've got the Ten of Cups because when you move into harmony and balance with yourself, you recognise that you have got a future together. So this is showing me that you do believe in union. and you do believe somewhere inside of yourself that this person is meant to be with you. It's just when you're not in contact or there's some kind of issues with communication, you start questioning the possibility of that. So I feel you already know the answer yourself. It's just you're in fear. I'll see what your person wants you to know. I know that you deserve to be treated better. So your person knows that deep inside. That means that they are well aware that they have wounds they need to heal to be able to treat you right. And that's all part of the soul journey. So I don't necessarily feel you're limerent, but you may well be overthinking things, and that causes obsessive behaviour. And then you have to release that part of you. And the thing is, if you feel like it's getting to the point where it feels limerent, then obviously the best thing you can do is breathe and relax and spend time with yourself and have a little break from the journey. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going to go off, guys, because I've been on for 3 hours and nearly 40 minutes. So I don't want to do a 4-hour one today because I've got personals in this afternoon. So thank you all for watching. I will be live again on Wednesday morning UK time. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. If you do want to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. Okay? So I am going off now, okay? So Jacinta's donated there, so I'll do Jacinta quickly. But no more donations. I mean, I've wrote it in the chat so people can see, okay? No more donations. Okay, anyone donates after that, I won't answer it, okay, just so you know. So Jacinta says, actually, let me do Keathana as well. Can I get a love message from my future partner? Let me do Keathana first, and then I'm going off, okay? Okay, what do we need to know? A message from your future partner. Our love goes beyond words. I love how thoughtful you are. So your future partner is going to appreciate your thoughtfulness. You know, the way that you do things for them, the way you treat people, the way you are as a person. Because you're a thoughtful person, not just with them, but with everyone. And their love for you will go beyond words. They'll express themselves to you, obviously, but it will be felt beyond words. You know, it's something that's going to take your breath away. I hope that helps, okay? Jacinta says, Liz, from February to May, it's been about not being well. From February to May, it's been about not being. Well, doctors, appointments, meds, lots of worry, stress about health. I don't want June to be like this. I barely take care of me, no joy, peace for mum and me. Well, you take control of your own life. You can be in a storm and still be in control of your emotions because no one has power over you but you. You can be in a storm and still feel at peace. Well, you have to choose that. Peace is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. You're feeling stressed out because you've got all this stuff going on. So you need to do more breath work, do more meditation maybe, and focus more on you. But you've got to learn as well how to say no. No, I can't give you that time today because I need to focus on me. I need to give back to my own self. And this is what I'm saying. You're saying, when will there be stability? The stability will be now. If you choose it now, it will be whenever you choose it. Okay, because you're always going to have chaos in life. You're always going to have struggles, responsibilities, obligations, duty, other things going on, but you have to choose to be at peace with all that going on. So I can't say, oh, it's going to be in August or October. It's going to be when you choose to find peace in the moment through starting to release everything else. You've got to release your stress. I don't know how, help. I've just told you. Breath work, learning to say no when you feel stressed out, and surrendering to the divine. The angels say surrender. What is surrender? Give it to God. Tell God your problems. Journal your thoughts down. Surrender this to God. Say, God, help me. I need your help to armor me up, to get me through this. Give it to God. Surrender everything to heaven. Stop worrying about everything and everyone and start being at peace. Affirm it. I am at peace. Let me do you an affirmation you can use. I feel you do go into lots of stress when you don't need to. Work on your creativity, your talents. And this could even mean doing something that calms your energy down, like colouring in a colouring book. That will help you to express your creativity and calm your mind. So focus on what you find you're creative about, what you enjoy doing. If you feel you've put your life on the back burner, you need to do something more for you. surrender to the divine. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going off, guys. I'll see you all on Wednesday live again. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.